Right. Hi, hello, and welcome everyone here to Greyhound Stadium in Strawn, Texas. Big matchup here tonight. District opener, District 8A, Division 2. Strawn taking on the rival Newcastle Bobcats. Ought to be a really interesting match here. Newcastle comes in for the season. They are 4-3 overall, and they are led by Ty Strawbridge. Strawn coming in at 3-4. Greyhounds coming off a big win over Ranger 2 weeks ago. And we are about 3 minutes away here from a kickoff. I'm joined here in the press box, of course, by Julie Elrod, who is handling all the buttons and the keys and the whistles. And I'm also joined here by Mr. Greyhound, Bobby Wells. Bobby, a longtime Strawn Greyhound, and King's now taking to the field. We talked earlier before the game, Bobby, the keys to the game, especially for the Greyhounds, is to step up.
Yeah, I mean, Greyhounds right now, they're 2-2 in their last 4 games. 79. They beat Rangers 79-39 was their last game 2 weeks ago. So they're coming off a good, feeling. Unfortunately, they got a little bye week, so they did have to miss that just a little bit. But their average points per game is 52. This is what worries me. Their average points per game right now is 52.5 points. But their defense is letting up 63.1. So Strawn has to come into this with a strong defensive mentality. That cannot happen. You cannot let people keep on scoring.
And we talked about the 3 keys to the game here, Bob, and kind of run down what we had discussed earlier, what we feel is the priority for Strawn.
Yeah, the 3 keys. I mean, if you're going to look at it you're going to have to be Strawn has to be stingy with the ball. You cannot have any turnovers. You cannot have any, broken plays that afford someone a big, a big turnover or anything like that. You have to be stingy with the ball and keep the Newcastle offense off the field.
I agree. You have to limit the Bobcats' touches offensively. They come into the game averaging well over 50 points per game. So it only makes sense if you can slow them down or limit their touches. That's going to help your defense.
Definitely. And for point 2, we're coming in. We saw it 2 weeks ago. Strawn's last game against Ranger. The defensive ends they weren't getting the coming onto the right kind of angle, and they were getting beat outside, everything like that. The ends have to control where the ball is going to push. You have to push them back into your team and hope the rest of your team is there to get the tackle.
Absolutely. And I think it's fair enough to point out this is an entirely new Strawn team from what they saw last year. So these are a bunch of young guys maturing, and now that you're into district play, this is the time that maturity needs to show up.
Yeah, you've had pretty much all season, to get learning experience, and now you need to kick it into high gear and just start rolling with it. And that comes into like our third point right here. Our third key to the game is your defense. You have to step up. You cannot give up any big plays. As we were saying earlier, Strawn's given up 63 points, but their offense has only scored 52 points per averages. Something on defensive Strawn side has to change, and this is where they need to show it.
Absolutely. Should be an interesting game. Again, Newcastle coming in at 4-3. The Bobcats, a longtime rival of Strawn. And in fact, they go all the way back to the 2013 season. The last time that Newcastle recorded a win, it was actually in the quarterfinal round of the state playoffs. They defeated Strawn that year 64-62. Super close game. And both teams played well. Newcastle went on, of course, to the semifinals and lost there. I think you missed that game by 1 year.
Yeah, I missed that game by 1 year, but somehow I'm still on that roster.
Yeah, and we do realize that tonight, of course, you have to speak very softly about Newcastle because I know you want to eat when you get home.
Yeah. Anyone who don't know, my wife is –
And of course, that was our national anthem. Didn't mean we stopped right there in the middle of a sentence, but there are things that you have to stop where Julie she wants us to stop for those ads and the national anthem. She always did that stuff to break up a great talk. We're going,
Yeah,
But anyway, for those who aren't familiar, Bobby's better half is actually from Newcastle, so he can't really say too much about Newcastle. He might get home and find the door locked.
Yeah, I can't be too hard on him tonight. So we'll see what we can get going.
Teams are on the field now. Just about ready to get underway here. Beautiful night here in Strawn, Texas. Fall weather finally rolling in.
We're finally getting that cool breeze come through. Kind of takes away that just heat and that smudge that summer.
I have to tell you, I grew up in this area, but I am probably the happiest person when fall rolls around.
Well, that's the best time of year. That's football season.
Newcastle will kick off. Newcastle going from left to right on your radio dial. They are wearing white pants, white jerseys with green shoulders and white helmets. Strawn wearing their red pants, red jerseys, and white helmets. And Newcastle ready to kick off. And we are underway here in Strawn. Little pooch kick going to roll down around the 30-yard line, going to go out of bounds. And Strawn will take over their first possession. Again, a huge game here for the Strawn Greyhound offense, as much as for the defense. The offense wants to kind of churn out some long drives and keep that Newcastle offense on the sideline.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to score if you don't have the ball.
If you can ever give your defense a break, it's always a good thing.
T formation for the Greyhounds. They step in here at the 39. There's pitch back to Jesse Corona, and first rattle out of the box, there's a bobbled snap. Jesse managed to fall on top of it. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play, and that is not a way you want to start.
No, unfortunately, though, I've been in this predicament. You got a lot of adrenaline running through. You're super hyped up, but you just got to calm down, get your nerves under control, and just make it right play.
Second down and 17 now. Greyhounds back at the 33. They're going to stay in the T formation. There's the snap, pitch back. They'll go to Jesse off the right side, and he breaks the corner. He's big gain down inside the 30, down near the 25-yard line.
I think Kenny Jones for Newcastle, I think will get credit for that tackle. Pushed Jesse Corona right out of bounds.
Nice looking play there by the Strawn. Very quickly, Jesse hit the corners.
Very great blocking by the Strawn line. Great blocking.
And that's going to be a key, is if those ends can seal that defensive end inside and allow the running backs to find that lane, that's going to be huge for Strawn.
You can already tell them experience as well from 2 weeks ago. From
Jason Nunez brings them to the line. There's the snap. Handoff. Going to go inside here to Corona again. He's going to fight his way inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. Going to bring 4th and about 3. Kind of a homecoming tonight for the Newcastle High School superintendent. Of course, if you're not familiar, the superintendent in Newcastle is Shane Mallory. Shane, a graduate of Strawn High School, and a high school star here for the Greyhounds. Nunez brings them to the line. T formation, and we're going to have a flag. I believe one of the Newcastle defensive ends jumped off sides.
It may be against the Greyhounds.
Yeah, we never want to blame Strawn. Let's blame.
You got to be a little bit nice to them because why?
It is indeed against
here
Strawn.
For the Newcastle defense. I mean, that's a breath of fresh air. 4th and 3 yards is not much. So any kind of leeway you can get, I'm sure they're happy with.
Big mistake there by the Greyhounds. It's going to back them up 4th and 8 now. Ball sitting on the 33-yard line. They need to get just inside the 25 for, the 20, 25 for the first down. Coming out in the shotgun. One back behind Nunez. That's Corona. Gives it up to Jesse. Jesse rolls to his right, looking to throw. Now he's going to dump it off in the middle. Pass is complete right in the middle to Keaton Tunnel. Not much room for Keaton as he's going to be wrapped up really quickly.
Gaden Turner with that tackle right there.
Strawn's going to lose about 4 yards on the play. Going to be a turnover of downs, and Newcastle will take over. 8:24 to go here in the first quarter. Bobcats will have their first possession starting at their own 38-yard line, maybe 37.
The one to watch for Newcastle offense is Ty Strawbridge.
Yeah, one of the long line of Strawbridges there in the Greyhound. That's a tight formation. Going to go inside handoff, and it's right up the middle to Strawbridge, and he will rumble all the way to the Greyhound 20-yard line before he's brought down.
Number 7, Ty Strawbridge on that carry.
Ty earlier this season played against Ranger, ran for well over 240 yards.
This is one of those situations, one of those key points we were talking about. The Strawn defense, they have to step up. You can't let everyone, the defense can't be outscored more than your offense. You got to make something happen.
I formation. There's the pitch back. They're going to give it to, that's like number 12 there, that Isaac King. And Isaac King breaks one tackle. Now gets past the line of scrimmage. He's fighting his way forward. He's going to go inside the 10. That is the epitome of making something out of nothing. Strawn had him wrapped up about 4 yards in the backfield. He spun out of that, got around to the left side, and they didn't catch him again until about the 7 or 8.
As a Newcastle coach, you love to see it. You keep your feet pumping, and you get those yards. As the Strawn defensive coach, you got to be upset at that. Wrap up, make the tackle.
Bobcats in the tee, pitch out right. They're going to give it to number, I didn't see his number, 25, I believe. No, there's number 25 on the roster. That may be King as well. They give it out to King, and King will rumble into the end zone for a touchdown. 7:14 to go here in Strawn, Texas. Bobcats lining up as they're going to go for the 1-point conversion. No, excuse me. They're going to line up for the kick. That kick is up, and it is good. 7:14 to go here in the first. Newcastle on top, 8-0. Again, that's one of those things that we're going to play a couple messages here for Julie. Oh, and that was a first touchdown for who, Miss Julie?
Well, that was the other team touchdown.
Oh, we're not going to give them? Oh, that's all right. Hey, I was going to give somebody a medal.
But we are going to thank Gordon Hardware. Gordon Hardware. When it comes to hardware, it helps to have an expert in your corner. That expert is Gordon Hardware. Gordon Hardware carries everything from household supplies to plumbing supplies, from paint supplies to power tools. Gordon Hardware is now carrying Whirlpool and Maytag appliances, conveniently located at 106 South Main in downtown Gordon. Locally owned and operated by John and Brandy Sizemore. You can trust the experts at Gordon Hardware. Gordon Hardware is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturday, 8 to 5. So thank you much, John and Brandy, for sponsoring our games.
Absolutely appreciate them coming on board and helping make this possible.
I got to turn this off. I got to remember that.
Yeah, that Newcastle touchdown. I mean, I know there's a little convenience store right over there in Newcastle because unfortunately you got to go see your in-laws every now and then,
Strawn lined up to receive the kick. If we have to give somebody credit for that Newcastle touchdown, we'll give it to Cynthia. Then
that way she can be happy tonight too.
That's right. You'll eat. There's the kick. Long kick picked up right around the 15-yard line. They're going to return it up the field, pushed out at about the 31, maybe the 32. Good return there by the Hounds. Looking to get that offense going.
Great composure by Jesse Corona to grab the ball. It initially hit his hands. He dropped it. He didn't, freak out, grab the ball, and still made something happen.
Nunez will bring him to the line. We are going to be in the shotgun. There's the snap, pitch back to Corona. He's going to go around the right end, and there's a gain of about 7 on the play. Nice job of blocking there by the right offensive end. I think sometimes you always see that the running backs get a lot of the credit because they get all of the yards. But if you look up front, they have to get that block from somewhere to spring them.
And as a running back most of my life, there's no one I love more than my linemen.
T formation. There's the snap. Pitch back. They're going to give it to number 7, and that is Leo Delatorre. He'll go around the right end, and that's good enough for a first down. He get all the way down to the 34. Yeah, without those offensive linemen, you tend to get hit really hard.
It is not fun either.
That's when you send I love you notes to Big Pun and Aaron and all of those guys, right? 1st and 15 now. Ball on the 34. Strawn looking good here on this possession. Couple of back-to-back impressive runs. They'll stay in the T formation. Nunez under center. There's the snap. The pitch back. They're going to give it to number 27. That is Jared Stiles. And he'll go off the right side. Gets down to about the 28.
I think that was Michael Barcenas. 22.
You think there's 22? Oh, my correction. Sorry, Michael. Indeed, you are correct. It was Michael Barcenas. He's coming off. But now, that's going to bring up 2nd and about 10. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. Pitch back to Jesse. He'll go around the right side. Big run for Jesse. All the way down around the 15-yard line. Bring up the first down. Jesse doing a nice job fighting for that extra yardage there at the end.
Great job keeping his balance. He got hit by that first guy, kind of knocked him off balance a little bit, but he stayed on his feet and picked up maybe an extra 4 or 5 yards before the next guy took him.
Of course, if you're noticing here on the screen, the Strawn cheerleaders decked out in pink. We'll explain a little bit more about that here momentarily. Strawn to the line, T formation. Nunez takes a snap, inside handoff, and it's going to be a short gain on the play by Colby Morton. Colby Morton played very well against Ranger 2 weeks ago. Glad to see him back out. He kind of exited the field early on against Ranger.
It looked like he had some kind of arm or
dislocated elbow, so he glad to see him back in there.
Yeah, dislocating something is not fun.
2nd down now. There's the snap. Back to Corona. He's going to go around the left side. And going to be slung to the ground rather rudely there by number 12, Braxton Kosh. Oh, excuse me, the other side.
Isaac King there that made that tackle.
Yeah,
great tackle by Isaac King. Just be careful. His hands were awfully close to the face mask.
Yeah, and you could also easily draw a horse collar call with something when you sling them. T formation, Strong to the line. 3rd down. There's the pitch going around the right side. Ball carrier is number 15 there. That's Jesse Corona.
Yeah, it looked like the play was going well, except Newcastle pushed the line back and kind of made Jesse Corona run into his own quarterback and slow the whole play down in itself.
I have to tell you, I've seemed a little distracted over the last couple of plays. I have a bee that is buzzing me, and he's trying to get really friendly.
If those lights weren't on, it would be a little better.
4th down now. Ball at the 5-yard line. T formation. Nunez under center. He takes the snap, and we're going to have a whistle.
False start right there.
That is another tough penalty there. Going to back them up 5 yards. Remember, Strawn's first possession also was hampered by a penalty.
I'll start. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Oh, it's fine.
Ball when placed at the 10-yard line will be 4th and 10.
Yeah, I think he's exited the area. It's always nice to have friends, even if it's a bee. That's going to bring up 4th and goal from the 10. And we're going to have a timeout here by the Strawn Greyhounds. We'll take advantage of this timeout. We'll bring you some messages from our outstanding sponsors.
All right. Who is our outstanding? We have lots of outstanding sponsors. We have Mary's Cafe. Mary's, proudly serving Strawn, Texas for 36 years, offers their world famous chicken fried steak and gravy along with a menu full of other delicious entrees, offering lunch and dinner 7 days a week. One thing's for sure, you won't leave Mary's Cafe hungry. And the First National Bank in downtown Strawn proudly supports the Strawn Greyhounds. The First National Bank is located at 123 Central Avenue. Contact them at 254-672-5211 or visit them on the web at fnbab.com. Thank you over there at First National Bank of Albany and Albany Breckenridge. This is the Strawn branch. Mel's Diner in Mingus. Thank you so much for sponsoring us. Mel's has always got things going on over there. You can check their Facebook page and see what all they've had. Karaoke Wednesday nights and coffee with Jesus on Wednesday mornings and a chair yoga class and other things. So check out their Facebook page and good food. So got that going on too. Who else we got here? We did quite a few there. We've also got things going on in town. We've got the Color Run. The first annual Glow Color Run is tomorrow. Register at 8 a.m. in front of the Strawn Administration Office, 224 East Walnut Street. Run starts at 9 a.m. And then Saturday, October 29th is the Fall Festival at the football field. So be sure and catch that.
Nunez will bring in the line in the shotgun formation. There's the snap, the pitch back. They're going to give it to Corona. He's rolled to his left, looking downfield, looking for a receiver. Nothing there. Now he's going to tuck it, try to get up the field, and he's going to be pulled down right around the 10-yard line. Jesse did a nice job not throwing the ball up, taking that shot, but there was really nothing there for him as the Newcastle defense collapsed.
Super unfortunate. He had all the time back there in the pocket. It's just eventually the defense got to him. He had to make a decision. No one's open. And he has to take off.
Yeah, tough situation to be in, especially for a guy looking to throw it, and then you find nothing. You got to scramble. Newcastle take over, 1st and 15 from their own 10. Pitch back, and it's a bad snap. Ball all the way back to Strawbridge, and he is going to be pulled down. He managed to get the ball away, but he really close to being sacked there in the end zone.
Very good play.
The number
by
Tyler Tunnel.
Ty Strawbridge.
Yeah, Ty was the guy throwing it, pulling him down there, applying pressure for Strawn was number 7. That's Leo Delatorre.
Can't take anything away from Ty Strawbridge right there on Newcastle offense. You got to just get rid of the ball. Don't take that sack.
Yeah, especially if you're going to give up points.
Yeah, especially if you're in the end zone.
2nd and 15 now.
3:55 left in the first quarter.
There's the snap. This time, the Strawbridge gets a clean exchange. He's going to dump it out into the left flats there to his receiver. That receiver, number 5, Kenny Jones. And Kenny's going to get out to the right around the 25, 20.
Right, I think they're marking
gain of
right
about 10.
20, 21.
So gain of 10 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 5. Big play for the Strawn defense here. Desperately need to come up with a stop. T formation for the Bobcats. There's the snap. They're going to give it over to the left side to Kenny Jones, and Cheney's going to scramble forward for the first down. Gets up to about the 28 before he's brought down.
I think that was Isaac King on that carry right there.
Isaac King? I think they need to change the roster to match me, right?
Yeah. I think their name should be whatever I call them,
Thanks for keeping us up to date there. Bobcats to the line. They're in the I formation this time. One back on the left in the slot. There's a snap pitch over to the left side. And again, that is number 12, Isaac King. And he's going to be wrapped up quickly. Whole host of Greyhounds there to make the tackle, including Manuel Rivera.
Great job on the Greyhound defense to see it, understand it, and collapse on it super quick. They only looks like the Newcastle maybe only got a gain of 3 yards.
Yes, and so it's going to bring up 2nd and 13 here.
Nick Lynn.
There's the snap. Inside handoff. Trying to go into Strawbridge again. And this time they tried to run that same play they did in their first possession. Strawn read it very well. Pulled him down. He got a short gain, maybe 3 yards on the play, 2.5, down to the 34-yard line.
I bring about 3rd and 11.
Greyhound defense much better reading that play than the last time they saw it.
I'm sorry, not 3rd and 11. They're probably about 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9.
Bobcats to the line. All right, T formation. There's the snap. They're going to give it back to Strawbridge. He's going to roll to his left, throws it up, and it's nice defensive play knocked away by the Greyhounds' number 8, Kyler Tunnel. Kyler saw it all the way, just set up, jumped up, and batted the ball down.
I'll tell you right now, Tyler Strawbridge got very lucky. It should have been picked off. If you ever throw a deep ball, people who may not, understand completely. If you ever throw a deep ball, do not throw like a duck super high in the air. You want to be kind of a line drive as fast as it can go.
4th and long 8 now. Again, they're going to give the ball up to Jones. He's going to throw it over the right side, down the field, and in and out of the hands of Strawbridge. Strawbridge being double covered there. We're going to have a flag on the play. It's going to be holding against Newcastle.
I think Strawn's going to decline that. I don't see why you accept that. I think you decline it, take the ball. And that's what it looks like Strawn's going to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Greyhounds will take over at the Newcastle 34 with
23 left in the first quarter.
And if you're just joining us, Newcastle on top 8-0.
Great job by the Strawn defense. Get the Newcastle offense off the field.
Nunez in the shotgun, takes a snap, turns around, pitches it to Michael Barcenas. He goes left, cuts back right, breaks a tackle, and he's going to lose some yardage with that second effort there. They're going to pull him down right about the 38. Loss of about 4.5 yards on the play. But you have to salute Michael Barcenas for the effort. He did get to the line and broke one tackle, and he's trying to reverse his field. And when he did, there was a couple of Bobcats there to pull him down.
Great job staying on his feet. Great job with the determination. Just got to make sure you never want to lose yardage.
Key formation now. Nunez under center. There's the snap. Pitch back around the left side. Again, that's Barcenas. And this time he steps over a tackle, and he's off to the races. All the way down inside the 15, down to the 10-yard line before he's pushed out.
Gaden Turner with that stop right there to stop Michael Barcenas from scoring that touchdown.
Barcenas showing great burst right when he hit the line of scrimmage. Stepped over one would-be tackler, and, man, he was off. 1st and goal now for Strawn. Nunez will bring him to the line. One back behind him. That's Barcenas. Inside handoff. They're going to hand it to Jose Estrada, and Jose is going to fight his way down. Short gain on the play. He'll get down to about the 6-yard line. We're up 2nd down now.
Got 10 seconds in the first quarter remaining.
Strawn may be content here to just run out the clock, and that will indeed be the last play here of the first quarter. After one complete, Newcastle leads 8-0 here at Greyhound Stadium. We'll be right back with more Strawn High School football.
The Pack-a-Sack and Strawn is your one-stop spot. Oh, I should do this part too. Sorry. I'll get professional one of these days, but not today. One-stop stop for whatever you need. Gas, diesel, groceries, deer corn, hunting and fishing licenses, ice, snacks, and fountain drinks. The grill offers weekday lunch specials and menu items like a delicious cheeseburger or a quesadilla, along with those quick grab items like corn dogs, burritos, and Crispitos. They even offer fresh baked Hunt Brothers pizza. Friendly service with a place to sit and eat. Be sure and stop by the Pack-a-Sack today. And Trey's Construction. Are you needing a metal building constructed? Look no further than Trey's Construction, serving Strawn and the surrounding area. Owner Trey Hodgkins is the metal building specialist with over 20 years of quality service. Give Trey a call at 817-999-5071 for your next metal building project. So, and then we'll get back to, let's go back to we've got
Also, don't forget about the Strawn Cup
what is it? The Fall Festival coming up the 29th. Strawn Booster Club puts that on. And all the kiddos can go down there and do all the Halloween stuff. Before that, from 1 to 3 p.m. at Strawn City Pavilion, you can join in on Strawn's version of bingo, which is Hound. So go play Hound before the Fall Festival and then grab the kiddos up. The Fall Festival is from 5 to 7 p.m. here at the football field on the Saturday before Halloween.
2nd and goal now here from the 6.
Strawn knocking on the door for a touchdown.
They'll come to the line. Nunez under center. He'll take it, hands it off there to Corona, and the worst thing possible happens. The ball pops out, and Newcastle right there on top to recover.
Kenny Jones on the Newcastle recovery. Saw the ball, immediately popped out, and he immediately hopped on it.
Newcastle will take over at their own 4.
This is when we were talking earlier, the key points. You got to stop the turnovers. You got to keep Newcastle offense off the field.
And the Greyhounds were doing a nice job. Their nice long drive. Get down in there, and then tragedy happens.
You know they can do it. They just showed life. Now you just got to finish.
Bobcats there in the I formation. There's the pitch back to the right side. That is Jones, and he will have a big gain. He'll cut back about the 30 to his left, and open space in front of Kenny Jones. He'll get all the way down inside the Greyhound 10 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Looks like that's Isaac King on that run right there.
Another Isaac King. Hey, regardless who ran that ball, they did a nice job.
Great job.
You have to give the young man credit. His field of vision was incredible. He started to the right, he cuts back to the left, and he goes back to the right. That's pure athletic ability right there.
You want to get the defenders off balance. So any kind of switching directions like that midfield is super hard for a defender.
1st and goal from the 7. There's a pitch. They're going to go around the right side.
Looks like Ryan Holden.
Ryan Holden will make his way inside the 5 down to about the 1 yard line.
2nd down at the 1.
I was interested to hear about the color run. I'm really excited to hear about that. And there are only 2.
Sign up?
Well, I was going to say there's only 2 things that kind of would deter me from that. Is the one is that I can't run, and the second one is that it would take energy, and I have none. Let's line up the quick handoff inside, and that is Ty Strawbridge. He will dive into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bring the score to 14-0 with 9 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Again, the Greyhounds showing great ability. They are moving the ball. They get close, and then they just kind of have an accident to set them back.
Their defense was looking really strong as well.
Strawbridge out to stride the extra point. Snap is high. It goes out of the holder's hands and rolls all the way back around the 27 where it's picked up. And that's going to be picked up by Xavier Marquin. Needless to say, the extra point was a little bit missed.
Yeah, just a little.
That'll make the score 14-0. Again, we're glad to have everyone joining on here. We will allow Julie to jump in here and pay some bills.
Oh, thank you. I'm messing with looking at the cheerleaders there. They're doing a good job in their pink tonight, all for the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So then I got to get down here and figure out where I'm at. Okay, we did that. We did New York Hill. Thank you, New York Hill Restaurant, where are you? There you are. Start your day off right with breakfast at New York Hill Restaurant in Thurber. Family owned and operated for 3 generations, New York Hill Restaurant offers only the freshest ingredients, making their own rolls daily. They grind their own hamburger meat and cut their own steaks. We'll have to cut this one. Oh, well, they're still going. Open 7 days a week, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. New York Hill Restaurant, where you get great food, great service, and a great view. And last I saw, they are still looking for some help. This last one I saw was for cashier. I don't know if they've gotten that filled yet or not, but if you're looking for a job, go by there. I'm sure they'll have one for you.
Newcastle ready to kick off. Ball is teed up on their own 30.
Isaac King, the kicker. You think they go for an onside here, or do you think they squib it down the middle?
Well, that is a low kick, bounces around, picked up right around the 30-yard line, and it's going to be brought back by near the 37. Returning that kick for Strawn, David Yanez. Yanez doing a nice job picking the ball up. That was a bouncer, and it would come right up into his arms. If you happen to be in Ranger last night and you saw North Texas Spartans upset Ranger 52-6, that was a big issue for the Bulldogs.
And we went over and talked about how just getting on it or getting out the way is your best option.
Greyhounds to the line, ball at their 37. Nunez, a pitch back to Jesse Corona. Jesse cuts left. Now he's going to fight his way forward into Newcastle territory down to the 35.
Julian Jimenez on that tackle. Great job by him. I don't know if everyone got to see, but Julian, while Corona was kind of breaking the tackle, Julian was after the football and actively trying to grab at it. Just got to make sure Corona holds on to that football.
T formation now. There's the snap. Pitch back. They go to Barcenas around the right side, and Michael Barcenas is going to make his way down inside the 10 to 5 and into the end zone for the touchdown. Michael Barcenas, great speed. Once he got to the outside, no one was going to catch him. 8:15 to go. That Greyhound drive lasted a total of 45 seconds.
Great job on Michael Barcena's run right there, especially his speed. But remember, you got to give it to your lineman for those blocks.
Jose Estrada out to try the extra point. The kick is up, and it is a line drive just over the bar. And the Greyhounds pull within 6. They trail 14-8. Here with 8:15 to go in the second quarter. We'll turn it over to Julie.
Okay, and that was who are we going to do here? We'll say Mel's Diner. Whatever it was. Touchdown. I'm kind of like out of it tonight for some reason. Anyhow, thanks Mel's Diner for sponsoring our Strawn Greyhound touchdown. And thanks Strawn Greyhounds for making a touchdown. That helps us too. Need health insurance? Oh, I got to get back over here to this. There's many pages here that I have to deal with. Need health insurance, but don't know where to start? Look no further. Janice can help. Janice Grice with Preferred Advisors is your local licensed health insurance agent specializing in Medicare and health insurance for individuals, families, and businesses. Call to schedule your free no-obligation quote today at 940-213-1916 or visit janicecanhelp.com for more information.
Bouncing kick, onside kick attempt. Going to roll all the way down to about the 35.
Isaac King on the recovery.
Newcastle will take over at their own 35, first and 15. And Drew, did we happen to say who was responsible for that touchdown?
Yes, it was Mel's Diner.
Well, thanks, Mel. This time I didn't have to give it to Cynthia, so we're good.
I'm so very far behind.
I'm going to show your age, but I wonder if Mel actually has a waitress named Alice.
I get it.
Bobcats to the line. I formation, inside handoff to Strawbridge. He's going to lateral it outside to Isaac King, and Isaac will make his way around the end for a gain of about 6 yards into Strawn territory at 39. Kind of an unusual play. You don't see a running back lateral it at the line of scrimmage.
Great. I mean, can't take nothing away from Newcastle. It was a great play scheme. You don't usually see that often. It was a handoff right to Ty Strawbridge, and it gave him the option to take the ball, and the running back was also back there just in case, and he took the lateral with it.
Yeah, a little read option play there. They tried to get that linebacker sucked up inside, and it results 6-yard gain. Bobcats back to the line. This time they give it to King. He's going to run downfield, and he's going to get inside the 15-yard line, breaks a tackle, and he dives for the end zone. They're going to mark him just short.
No,
I think
they called it a touchdown.
He touched that pylon right
the
there.
Touchdown.
He touched the pylon.
So nice run there by King. That comes with 7:19 to go here in the second quarter.
Newcastle leading 20-8. Yeah, unfortunately, can't give that one to my wife. Can't get her up too much.
That's right. Snap back kick is up, and it is good. Referee a little slow with that arm up there. Makes the score 22-8 now. We'll take a momentary break here. We'll send it back to Julie, and Julie will let us know who is helping pay for this broadcast.
TD's Deer Processing and Taxidermy. They opened October 1st, so they're ready for you to give them a call to take your deer over there. They're dedicating their 25th deer season in memory of Dude Scrivener. Processing whitetail, mule deer, exotics, elk, stag, and pigs, taxidermy, European skull mounts, and okay, I don't know what that is. Dip, mounts and dip. Oh, horn mounts. Got it. Specialties. They have summer sausage, jerky, rodeo burger, and bacon burger. That sounds good. So give them a call to drop it off. 254-413-3. Okay, 254-413-3123 or 940-452-1989. So get your pen out and write that down because I didn't say it very good. Okay, thanks, Jana, for sponsoring the game.
Yeah, we're glad to have everyone for those sponsors, and you can't believe how much these guys adore and love the Greyhounds and bring this to you. And we are certainly glad to have every sponsor, because if we had to sponsor it, it would be a short broadcast. Right?
I got to tell you, I heard bacon burger, and my mouth started watering.
That doesn't come cooked.
Newcastle ready to kick off, ball at their own 30. Strawn lined up right at their own 35. It's a high kick. Going to be picked up right at the 14-yard line by Corona. And he's going to get up to about the 23 before he's pushed out of bounds.
I think they'll give credit to Gaden Turner with that tackle. Wasn't so much of a tackle as in just him, Corona, stepping out of bounds, but the person who puts hands on him last gets credit.
And I know you saw that the Greyhounds made several adjustments at the half against Ranger and came out and dominated the game in the second half. You kind of expect the same thing. When they go in, Coach Lee will have them making some adjustments and, kind of shaking the rust off a little bit. Nunez takes a snap, pitch to the left side. That is Corona. He go around, and he's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play, maybe 7. Gets up near the 30. Going to mark him back at the 27. Gain of about 6 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 9. Jesse has quite a bit of speed once he gets to the outside.
Yeah, you can see his agility.
T formation now. Nunez under center. There's the snap. Pitch to the right side. That is Marcinus. And Marcinus around the corner again. And that burst of speed, the only thing that's prevented a touchdown there was Isaac King. Got out there and just spread the play out, just strung it out long enough that Marcinus couldn't cut up.
Nice tackle by Isaac King. If he misses that tackle, Michael Marcinus is gone for the races.
Short gain on the play, however. Actually have a gain of about 6, 7. Going to bring up okay, correct that. They gave him a first down on the play. Ball's all the way up to the 37 now. Greyhounds will stay in the T formation. Nunez under center takes the snap. Quick handoff inside to Jose Estrada, and Jose just bulls his way forward near midfield. Ball all the way up to the 39. Jose, rather like a bowling ball there. Strawn quickly back to the line. The whistle's going to official going to call a timeout there for Newcastle. Bobcats wanted to take a chance that Strawn was trying to catch them unprepared. We'll take that break here. We'll send it back to Julie and let tell you about our sponsors.
Can't with my mic off. Mills Diner in Mingus is the place to go for a Philly cheesesteak sub, fried shrimp, a side dish of macaroni and shrimp salad, or try one of their specialty burgers and fresh cut fries. If you don't feel like going out, Mel's Diner delivers to Strawn, Mingus, and Gordon. Along with good food, Mel's is a place to go for karaoke Wednesday nights, 5 to 9, coffee with Jesus Wednesday mornings, 9 a.m., and there's a chair yoga class on Mondays and Fridays at 9 a.m. And so give them a call and get your meal delivered, or just go by there. The Mel's Diner is right down there, 816 South Mingus Boulevard, deep in the heart of Mingus, Texas. Give them a call at 817-818-8050. Thank you, Mel's Diner, for sponsoring the games. Oops, sorry. Here we go.
Julie, did I hear you correctly? Chair yoga?
Chair yoga.
Chair yoga?
Like
that
like,
sounds like my kind of yoga.
Yeah, like I could do it. Yeah, right
it.
here. I could be doing yoga right now.
I like that form that you call chair sleep. Like I get a big lazy boy.
Yeah.
I formation. Nunez in the shotgun. Pitch back to Jesse. He's going to roll left, looking to throw. Now he'll pull it down and run. Turning and scrambling back to right side. He'll get down inside the Newcastle 35.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Just noticed I did not turn. Sorry, you missed that point.
On the play, if we just missed it.
Trying to get into the line quick.
Yeah, trying that change of tempo here. Trying to kind of disorient the Newcastle defense.
Looks like there was a little bit of a miss up, though, so they're going to go back to the huddle, come up with a new play.
And Julie tells me we missed the last play.
Well, just on the video.
Yeah, if they want that, they can always rewind, right?
No.
Well, we'll tell you it's a nice run by Jesse Corona. Got him all the way down inside Newcastle territory. And
Jesse Corona on the play right there as well. Gets about to the...
It's about the 27-yard line. And that will bring up a first down.
With 5 minutes and 18 seconds left in the second quarter.
For those who are Eastland Maverick fans in the area, Millsap is leading them 28-14.
Poor Mavericks. They're having a rough year.
To the line. The handoff right up the middle. Looks like
Corona.
Jesse Corona. And he'll go it down inside the 25 down to the 22. Nice run there by Jesse. Just lowered his helmet and plowed straight forward. Nothing fancy, but very effective.
Jesse Corona comes up to the line under center. Michael Barcenas is in the backfield. There's the pitch back to Michael Barcenas. He's looking, kind of juking about. He comes about to the right side, gets maybe about a 3-4 yard gain. That'll bring up about 3rd and 6.
All on the 18. You know, when Michael Barcenas gets the ball, he draws a crowd quickly. There were 3 strong Newcastle defenders right around him when he got to the line of scrimmage.
And I think Newcastle's learned their lessons already, and good on them for seeing that.
High formation, Nunez under center. There's the snap, pitch back. They're going to give it to Barcenas around the right side, and Michael will fight his way inside the 10. Down to the 10. They are going to mark him right at the 10. Very quick feet there for the Strawn running back.
No more first downs here. They are within the 10-yard line, so they have to score or it's turnover.
First and goal. I wonder, Bob, if Michael happened to be rewinding video when you were playing.
He's doing well, so that's all you can say to that.
Or maybe he was watching Johnny Abbott, right?
Nunez, center. Jesse Corona in the I formation. There's a snap. There's a pitch back left to Corona. Corona's looking to pass. He's scrambling, trying to find someone. He tucks the ball. He's running up to the left side of the field. And trucks right over a Newcastle defender. Looking about a gain of 3 or 4 on that play.
That's a tough gain of 4 on the play. The ball's at the 6. But I guarantee you, Jesse Crone took the snap, rolled to his right. He ran about 45 yards to get that 4. That's one of those Nintendo, plays.
Yep.
T formation now for the Greyhounds. There's the snap. Pitch back. They're going to give it to, kind of hard to see. No, that's Marcinus around the right side. And Marcinus, he draws a crowd. Isaac King up there quickly to bring him down. Short gain, maybe 2 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal.
Strawn offense needing about 4 yards here for the touchdown.
They're going to stay in
lines
the
up
tee.
under center. Michael Marcinus in the backfield. It's a handoff to
David Yan is right
Jose
up the
Estrada.
Estrada, yes.
Right up the middle. Looks like he's going to be a little short. About a 2-yard gain.
That's a heads-up play by the Greyhounds. The quickest way to the end zone or to the goal line is straight up the middle. And the running back there, very strong in his legs. You can see he just plowed forward for about 1.5 yards.
And I got to say, as a strong Greyhound, previous strong Greyhound and everything, we love smash mouth football.
We're going to have a timeout here by Newcastle. We'll take the opportunity with that timeout. We'll send it back to Julie, and Julie will tell us who is going to be one of our proud sponsors.
Anybody that wants to pay the money can be a proud sponsor.
There we go. We're sending out requests. If you want to help sponsor a future Strawn broadcast, contact Julie at MicroplexNews.com.
We're going to go back through the back way then now with Janice Grice. If you need health insurance but don't know where to start, look no further than Janice can help. Janice Grice with Preferred Advisors is your local licensed health insurance agent specializing in Medicare and health insurance for individuals, families, and small businesses. Call to schedule your free no-obligation quote today at 940-213-1916 or visit JaniceCanHelp.com for more information. She is wife, mom, Meemaw, and licensed agent. And it is that time of the year to do your insurance planning, the health insurance time. And so give her a call, and she can guide you through all the complications that come with health insurance.
Absolutely.
Looks like Strong Greyhounds figured out what they want to go with on here. They're going to line up Nunez under center in a T formation. They're going to give the hands off to Jesse Corona. Jesse's met in the backfield, but he keeps on moving. Makes it to a touchdown. Right?
Just inside that right pylon. Touchdown for Jesse Corona. Nice job there. He actually got the ball, kind of paused a little bit, and you could see the defense come up, and once he did, he just hit that corner. Good run there by Jesse Corona, and that's going to pull Strawn closer.
Not saying we'll give that a pack a sack. Touchdown.
Pack a sack touchdown.
Yeah. Go back and forth between them.
That kick is up and good.
That'll bring the point score to 18-22 with 2:07 remaining in the second half.
Since the pack-a-sack we didn't get any first quarter deals, we'll tell that was a pack-a-sack touchdown.
Absolutely.
Yay.
We need to send Pack-a-Sack some love.
Yeah.
And business.
Yeah.
So if you're hearing this broadcast, get on over to Pack-a-Sack and tell them we sent you.
Yeah, there's our Strawn cheerleaders dressed in pink tonight, doing all that celebratory touchdown
I
cheering.
apologize about that. It's 16 Greyhounds with Newcastle 22.
22-16, Newcastle on top. As we close in here on halftime. And I see that the Strawn Greyhound mascot is running up and down the track. He has my admiration, or she. You can't see who's inside of it. What was the dog's name, Bob? Do you remember?
Oh.
I always thought that would be the best job because you could totally clown around and no one even know you did it. Strawn with the kickoff. A bouncing ball going to roll inside the 35, and it goes out of bounds. The Greyhounds nearly recovered that kick. Manuel Rivera all the way down there just got their hair late. The ball went out of bounds, so Newcastle will take over.
It rolls out of bounds.
Manuel Rivera played very well against Ranger the other day. I likened him to a missile. He gets there, and there's a big explosion when he does. Bobcats take over. Ball at their own 34. They'll come to the line. T formation. There's the snap. Pitch back. They're going to give it to King. He'll dance around the right side. Going to be wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage there by number 7 for Strawn. That is Leo Della Torre.
Isaac King, I think they're going to credit him with about 1 yard.
Yeah, the credit there would go to Della Torre. He did not let King get his shoulders into him. He grabbed a hold of him and then just spun him around, flipped him over. Good job there by Della Torre.
Good job by the Strawn defense as well, putting up some good pace today.
That'll bring 2nd and 14 now. Strawbridge, the lone back in the eye. There's the pitch. Going to swing it out wide. Excuse me, that is King. And he will dance his way down past the 35. And he's going to stumble forward to the 28 before he's brought down.
That'll move the chains right
David
there.
Yanez. That was a tough run there by King.
We had someone earlier checking in from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, watching the game.
Well, hey, that's just shows those people up in Cornland. They know good football when they get to up here. Glad to have you aboard.
Nothing like Texas football.
T formation, pitch back there. Giving it to Strawbridge. He's looking downfield, throws it up, and it is going to be off the shoulders with the Greyhounds and into the hands of the receiver. Kenny Jones picked that right out of the air. Incredible reception. Strawn defender had great coverage. He was step for step with him. The ball just hit him off the shoulder pads, popped up in the air. Kenny Jones said, hey, look what I found, and now I'm in the end zone. 52 seconds to go here in the first half. Strawbridge out to try the extra point. Snap back kick is up, and it is good.
Sorry, I didn't get
Great job by Kenny Jones as well on that. That's why you always practice your tip drill. You purposely tip the ball up in the air and make your receivers, defenders, everyone try to catch it. That'll bring the score to 30 Newcastle, 16 Strawn. I cannot see the game clock right now.
52 seconds left.
Yeah.
So we'll take advantage of this break. And Julie, tell us more.
I'll tell you more. I got the wrong piece of paper in my hand. That's telling you about the Strawn Booster Fall Festival. We'll tell you about that at the football field on October 29th, Saturday before Halloween, 5 to 7 p.m. Bring the kiddos down to the football field and have all the Halloween fun or Fall Festival fun. They also will have a hound from 1 to 3 at the Strawn City Pavilion. Can play hound, which is Strawn's version of bingo, and it'll be held on that same Saturday. So enjoy that. And then tomorrow morning is the Glow Color Run. Registration 8 a.m. in front of the Strawn Administration Office, and the run starts at 9 a.m. So get your running shoes on. Come on down, and it's a good way to start the morning. Me, I like to start my morning with coffee anymore. I used to run. I did a lot of runs.
I only run now when my wife finds the broom. That is it.
That's about all the running I do as well.
Newcastle on top, 30 to 16, 52 seconds to go here in the first half.
Isaac King getting ready for the kickoff right here. I wonder if they go for the onside or if they go kind of the little pooch kick right down the middle again.
I'm thinking they probably want to make Strawn go as far as they can. So I'm assuming it's going to be a high kick. There's the kick. It is a line drive kick down the middle of the field. Fielded by Corona at the 20. He's going to bring it back up to the near the 35. And that's where Strawn will take over, 1st and 15.
I think that's a good part on Newcastle, their plan right there. Strawn offense has been moving the ball, so you want to make them go as far as they can.
Official's going to mark the ball right at the 34-yard line. So Strawn, 47 yards away, 46 yards away. Be nice to go into the half with some momentum. Greyhounds come out in the shotgun. Corona, the lone back behind Nunez. There's the snap. They'll give it back to Jesse. He'll roll to his right, looking to throw. Nothing open. Now he'll scramble to the right, gets outside, and he will wisely step out of bounds, stopping the clock. Gets up around the 37-yard line.
36 seconds.
He had quite a bit of time in the backfield, but unfortunately he was looking downfield and no one was open. So he did what he had to do, tuck the ball, get a gain about 3-4 yards on the play, and move it on to second down.
I have to tell Bobby, Bobby here former Strawn Greyhound, a 3-time All-State defensive end and a All-State running back, the Region 3 Player of the Year back in 2013. But I have to tell them the funniest story about missing the semifinal game, quarterfinals. Corona with a pass. He's throwing it deep, and it is well over the head of the intended receiver. That receiver being number 13.
I think some kind of miscommunication there.
Freeman.
I think some kind of miscommunication there by Corona and Friedman.
The thing is, Jesse Corona showed a great arm there.
Someone
Oh,
check.
excuse me. That is Nick Lynn. My apologies out there.
Yeah, and we need to mention Nick Lynn's name. That's what Mary is at Mary's Cafe is paying for, is for Nick Lynn's name to be mentioned. Her,
Hey,
her
Mary,
grandson.
Mary, that is Mary's grandson?
Yeah.
Hey, Mary, if depending on how much your sponsorship, he might have caught that pass. That's going to be third down now. Strawn in the shotgun. Nunez takes a patch. He'll give it back to Corona. Jesse looking to pass again. He'll step up, throw it over the middle. It's in and out of the hands of the would-be receiver right around the 23-yard line. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
Great play by the Strawn Greyhounds.
And a little thing here, somebody says that Clark was the mascot name.
Clark, that's right.
Said, I don't know if it still is the same, but it was back in Lynette Wyatt's days or some time a while back. Anyhow, and somebody else is checking in from Lubbock, Texas.
From Lubbock.
Yeah.
Oh, the home of Baron Morton now.
Yeah.
We have a timeout here, and
well, I guess I
we'll
could
send
say
it back
something.
to Julie.
All right.
Julie, you can
say
tell us
something.
about Nick Lynn.
Well, he's done real well this year. I didn't have to push his name. His name was mentioned a lot until I think he was out a week or so injured, but now he seems to be back and going. So we also want to thank Gordon Paxsack. I'm just going to go through the list here. And Trey's Construction, New York Hill Restaurant, Janice Grice Insurance Agent, Gordon Hardware, Mary's Cafe, First National Bank in Strawn, Mel's Diner in Mingus. Thank all you guys for your continued support of our broadcasting the Strawn live stream.
We mentioned Trey Hodgkins, Trey's Construction. I'd like to give Trey credit for helping discover the Panther Creek Panthers six-man football dynasty back in the 90s. Strawn at that time, Michael Diaz and Trey Hodgkins and Stephen Nowak, they actually advanced into the playoffs that year and played Panther Creek the year before Panther Creek went on to win it all. So I give him credit for discovering the Panthers. Corona gets the snap. He's going to roll to his left, looking to throw it, and he will lob it down. Pass is completed down to Nick Lynn.
We got some dirty laundry on the play.
And there is indeed some laundry thrown down. Holding against Strawn. So a nice play, but then one of those cases where 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
And that is not what you want to see as, your offense or your head coach. You do not want to see a first down catch get called back for a holding penalty.
15 seconds to go here in the opening half of play. Newcastle out to a 30-16 lead.
That'll bring up about 4th and 21, 20.
Yeah, roughly 20 yards here for a first down. Hounds to the line. They're going to come out in the shotgun. Casey Nunez takes the snap. He'll give it back to Corona. Corona looking around. Gets a nice block from Nunez. Pass is up, and it is going to go out of bounds. And that'll be a turnover on downs.
8 seconds left.
Newcastle will take over.
Do you think Newcastle tries to go for something big here? Or do you think they kind of play it safe, run the clock out, go into halftime with a little bit of motivation and rhythm?
I think this is six-man football, and you try to score every play you possibly
I
can.
totally agree.
Of course, like again, these two teams are very familiar with you. Have played almost every year since the early '80s when Newcastle came down from 11-man.
Strong defense needs to be super
down.
careful right here. Nothing big needs to get past them.
They're going to come out in the I formation. King, the lone setback behind. They're going to have it at Strawbridge. He's going to roll to his left, looking to throw it. The ball is up, and it is going to be incomplete pass just out of the reach of Kenny Jones in the end zone. Again, Newcastle looking to go for it. They were not ready to pack it up and go into the locker room. We're going to have a timeout here by the Bobcats, and we'll take advantage of that timeout. We'll send it back to Julie, and we'll be back here in a matter of minutes with more Strawn Greyhound football.
What do I need to talk about now? We'll talk about TD's Deer Processing and Taxidermy, 302 North Front Street in Strawn. They're dedicating their 25th deer season in memory of Dude Scrivener. Processing whitetail mule deer, exotics, elk, stag, and pigs, taxidermy, European skull mounts, and dip horn mounts. See, I said it right that time. If you don't use the little commas where you're supposed to use them, it doesn't sound right. Anyway, specialty sausage, jerky, rodeo burger, bacon burger. So y'all, deer season opened October 1st for bow season, and rifle season's right around the corner, first weekend in November, I believe. So when you get that deer or whatever you get, take it by there to the TDs, and there was a phone number there. Give them a call.
Bobcats to the line. Second down. Pitchbacks go to Strawbridge. He's going to roll up, throw it up in the air. Had a receiver open in the end zone momentarily, and it will be over his head. And that'll do it for the first half. The Newcastle Bobcats leading 30-16. We'll pass along a quick score here. Another one in the area that a lot of people have an interest in. The Gordon Longhorns are defeating Lingoville 48-4. That game at the half. Good luck to Mike Reed and the Longhorns, and we'll turn it over to Julie, and Julie will bring us a little halftime entertainment.
Will I?
I thought I was told earlier that Julie was going to go and dance on the S here, and we're kind of excited to see that.
Yeah.
I think there's even a GoFundMe page set up.
If I run down there and do that, you'll just see me kind of collapse on the S is what would happen. So anyway, we are.
I'll have to come back and tell the very funny story with Bobby when he was playing his junior year. Freshman year. Oh yeah, freshman year. They were going to the year the Strawn went off to the state tournament, a state football championship game, and freshman year, Bobby was one of the. He was a very good freshman running back and defensive end. Played against some of the incredible guys. Trey Doyle and Aaron Doyle and all of those guys on that squad. Cliff Fountain, you name, they were loaded. But it was a very cold playoff game. That they were going down to play in Glen Rose against, I can't remember who we were playing that day. But,
I think it was Calvert.
Yeah, I believe it was Calvert. But it was very cold that day. I mean, super cold. And Coach Lee was kind enough to let the guys out of school early at about 2 o'clock. And Bobby, very cold-natured young man. He went home, and the house was very warm. So Bobby curled up in front of the heater and went smooth to sleep and missed the bus. And so Bobby's one of those rare guys who slept through the state semifinals.
Oh, my gosh.
We laugh about that.
Through a tornado. Yeah, I get woke up to a phone call, and my dad is, "Where you at?" And the aftermath of that was not very fun.
Yeah. As a punishment, we took in my mother at the time. It was very, very, she needed a sewer line dug. And so Bobby dug that sewer line. It's probably 200 yards long.
Well, look, somebody has come out to entertain us.
There we go, Julie. You are saved.
I am.
We will turn it over to you.
Okay.
And call us when you need us.
I'll need you when the game starts up again in about 15 minutes. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Put y'all on the mute thing there. Are y'all headed down by the concession stand or anything? Oh, just water. Give me water. No, I'll get yours too. Yeah, good. Just take that. We got the little Clark. Clark, that's my cat's name. Giving people a hug, giving the kiddos a hug down here. Everyone loves a mascot. Here's our. Well, they got the music over there, so we can't hear the music that's playing, but we can see them cheer. And there they are.
And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our Strawn Greyhound cheerleaders to the field.
I would like to introduce Bailey Zarati, freshman. Katie Montgomery, sophomore. Millie Hughes, sophomore. Janae Villanueva, junior. Cassidy Hoodie, junior. And Hayden Nowak, junior.
Remember that.
There you have the Strawn cheerleaders. Little halftime performance. We got 12 minutes till the game starts back up. Go ahead and talk amongst yourselves. And I'll just tell you that we have the Greyhound Pack-a-Sack, Trey's Construction, New York Hill Restaurant, Janice Grice Insurance Agent, TD's Deer Processing, Gordon Hardware, Mary's Cafe, First National Bank Strawn Branch, and Mel's Diner in Mingus are our sponsors. I totally appreciate the help that y'all give us each year to be able to do this. It always takes some equipment's either needing replaced, or I'm always trying new stuff. We're doing this video thing. I would love to get a real camera, but that may be. It is one of those things. UIL has allowed us to do these live streams of the regular season due to they started with the COVID, and now they're still allowing it. I don't know how long that will go on. Any season they may decide to not allow that again. But also, I do not get to do the video broadcast of the playoff games. I can do the audio streams, but the video is kind of pricey. They have somebody that's got the rights to that, any of the UIL playoff games. So when we get into that part of the season, we go back to audio only. And last season we did do it on the Strawn Facebook page. We may try that again. I cannot have sponsors for that. That is just done through the school and put out for everybody's enjoyment. But I will be doing the audio as I did last year. I'll do the audio stream out, and then another stream that will be the Facebook page for Strawn. Sounds complicated. It is kind of complicated to set up. But the video one will not have ads. The audio one will have ads. And I appreciate the sponsors that will stay with me through this. I will do what I can to support you. I enjoy and that's if we do get into playoffs. And I don't know how far we may get into playoffs this year, but we'll just play that. We'll just deal with that when it comes to it. Thank y'all all for listening in. Again, thank all my sponsors for sponsoring. Seems like there was something. The Janice Grice insurance agent, make sure to make a point that her phone number changed a few weeks back, so the number that I'm showing you up there is the correct one. Give her a call. All these people have a banner ad on my MicroplexNews.com/Strawn football page, and you can go there and click on their ads and visit their Facebook pages or wherever it sends you to. So if you see them around town, if you want to go to their page, send them a message, tell them thanks for sponsoring the game. Appreciate it. Oh, and I'm probably going to run into problems with this copyright thing here, so I'm going to mute till we can be back here. All right.
Hi, hello, and welcome back here to Greyhound Stadium in Strawn, Texas. Strawn will kick off here to start the second. It's a long kick, picked up around the 12-yard line, and they're going to return it back, breaks a couple of tackles, and finally hit hard by Barcenas down at the 23-yard line. It's about a 10-yard return, but that was a very tough blast it took there.
Great hit by Barcenas. Pretty much body slammed the kid.
Y'all switched mics. You're okay. You're okay. I'll just duly noted in my brain.
Well, we just grabbed whichever
That's
mic
fine.
that fell on our head.
It was just
Bobcats will come to the line here. 1st and 15, ball at their own 24. I formation. There's the snap. Going to pitch it back to King. He'll go around the left side and gain of about 10. Breaks a tackle, and he's going to keep going. Isaac King going to go the distance for the touchdown. 44 yards, winding and weaving, and he finds his way to pay dirt.
Whatever Newcastle talked about in the halftime, their offense came out and executed it.
The one thing you have to say there is that the Strawn Greyhound defense helped Newcastle on there because they missed several tackles. When you're just trying to reach out with the arms, he just ran through them. 8:39 to go here in the third quarter. Strawbridge's kick is no good. And Bobcats find themselves leading 36-16. Strawn down by 20. Of course, that's not a reason to panic here in six-man football. If you followed the game in any time, 20 points is not that much, and it's just a matter of minutes, and you can find yourself on top.
Yeah, I think the six-man we'll send it over to Julie. Let her get some.
You're right. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. You're going to talk.
Yeah,
she didn't tell you to shut up.
It's because I'm more likable, I'm way more likable.
Well, he didn't just drone on and on. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think the record for the six-man, highest game ever is 170, 180, somewhere around there.
Yeah, and
Correct
of course, the record for the most points combined in a state championship belongs to Strawn.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, they were came out on the short end of that deal.
Yeah.
But I always tell everyone, how incredible is it you go to the state championship game and you score 88 points. You think you're going to win. And then all of a sudden the other team comes up with 122 and you're going, my God.
Yeah, and I streamed that game. That was one of my first years.
Yeah, we were active in that game. Bobby was on that team. Our oldest son was on that team, and it was a wild horse race at all times. Newcastle were going to lead off here. They're going to kick off, kicking from their own 30. They're going from left to right. If you're just joining us, Newcastle in all white. Strawn in their familiar red. There's a bouncing ball going to go down, and it hits off of a player. Bounds around the 25 before the Greyhounds get on top of it.
Strawn catches a break right there. It went 15 yards. Newcastle tried to fall on it, but unfortunately, he didn't get the ball.
Yeah, David Giannis was alertly there right on top, and we have an injury here on the field right about the 23-yard line. So we'll take advantage of this break. We'll send it over to Julie, and Julie can tell us who is help making this game possible.
Well, it's New York Hill Restaurant. And I bet their hummingbirds have all left because they left my house. They have all those hummingbirds feeders hanging outside the window, and you can sit there and eat some yummy meal and watch the hummingbirds come in and out. But that is over because I'm sure they've left there too. So, but you can still get that great meal. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. It's family owned and operated for 3 generations.
Outstanding place to go.
Yes.
Can you still watch bocce ball? Do they still
I
play
don't
bocce
think
ball?
they have any. I haven't seen any things come up about it in a few years. So I think that maybe COVID may have shut down their bocce ball like it did everything else.
Yeah, they did have the World Championships down there.
Yeah, they did. So anyway, but they're great. They've been one of our sponsors for, most of our sponsors have been with us nearly through this whole thing. So I really appreciate that they keep coming back and supporting us, even though I mess up a few times and do the best we can.
You have to tip your hat to the people in Strawn and Gordon. They are some outstanding people that live here. And not only do they support the Strawn football team, you'll see them at the pep rallies, and you'll see them everywhere. We always give Gordon a hard time, but they're kind of all related. We're all kind of related.
So we'll thank Gordon Hardware while we've got just a second. Gordon Hardware, they've got all kinds of great hardware things. If you got a project tomorrow, go down there. They're open tomorrow 8 to 5. So go to Gordon Hardware. We've got Strawn and Gordon people there together doing
working together.
Yeah,
imagine that
side by side.
It's a funny story that when we first came back here, of course I grew up in Ranger, and so we settled here. Actually gave our boys a chance to choose where they wanted to go to school, and they actually were going to go to Gordon at first, and then they made their way over here, and our oldest son met Coach Lee, and one thing led to another, and we wound up settling here in Strawn.
Well, it's a great community. So, and they're going to have their little fall festivals coming up.
Yeah, and you can even go into the color run tomorrow.
Yes, sign up, run.
You will not see me, but I encourage you to do it. Greyhounds to the line. There's a pitch back there and give it to Jesse Corona. He's going to round the right end. And there is a host of Newcastle defenders there to pull them down.
A gain of 2 on the play.
Ironically enough, Julie, when the boys chose to come here, as with all my children, I gave them the choice. They could pick anywhere in the world they wanted to go to graduate. And all 3 of my younger children said, oh, we just want to stay here. So that says a lot for the school system and the community. Hounds to the line, shotgun formation. Nunez will take the snap, turn around, give it to Corona. He'll go off the right side. And a big hole there for Jesse. He'll speed down around the 35 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Great job by Corona seeing the hole and punching right through it as fast as he can.
So a lot of people are going to, I'm sure, jump up and go run in the morning, which is a healthy thing to do if you're good at that. I am planning at 3 o'clock get in my pool party for me tomorrow.
I'm planning to sleep on my pillow, but I will be dreaming about running.
I'll be enjoying tomorrow's last hot day.
T formation, pitcher out. They're going to give it to number 8. That's Tunnel, and Tunnel will wind his way around the left side. He's going to be pushed out by Isaac King, but we're going to have some laundry on the field here. And it's not pleasant laundry if you're a Strawn Greyhound fan. That's a holding call. It will back them up.
Whatever that was that went squeak, I need to take it to our haunted thing. I want the sound of some squeaking swings out there, and they've got some real nice swings that don't squeak.
That'll move the ball all the way back to the Greyhound 26-yard line. That is a costly penalty. It's going to bring up third, about 14 yards to go.
Nunez in the
Nunez.
shotgun formation. Corona, the lone back right behind him. Nunez receives the snap. Play action to Corona. Nunez is looking to pass. He gets it off to Jacob Black. Jacob Black is pushing down the field. Couldn't see exactly where we got it at. Looks like a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, Jacob Black did a nice job. It was just a little dump pass over the top of the Russian's head. Jacob Black just pulls it in, turns around. He's a big guy, and he just pushes his way forward for about 7 yards. Unfortunately for Strawn, that's going to bring up 4th down.
4th and about 9.
And if you're head coach Dwayne Lee, you odds are you're not going to punt. In fact, the next best option, he's going to call a timeout here. And you know what that's going to allow us to do? That's going to allow us to send it over to Julie.
All right. And I'm going to say, what have I, oops, where am I at? Okay, here we go. Let's pick a thing here. All right, let's go with.
I think that is pack a sack.
Yeah, that is. And we just did Gordon Hardware, and we thank Gordon Hardware. So we'll go over to Pack-A-Sack. And the Greyhound Pack-A-Sack right there at the railroad tracks in Strawn, the gathering place for coffee in the morning and great lunch, daily lunch specials during the week. And I don't know if they still got their burger special on Saturday, but they used to offer their burgers on Saturday a little cheaper than the rest of the week, and their burgers are great. So you've got them back there cooking burgers on the grill, and you've got the Hunt Brothers Pizza, and fill it with gas while you're there, and get you some deer corn because it is deer season, and then you got everything you need right there at the Pack-A-Sack. So we thank you so much, Lisa and Copy, for sponsoring our games.
Yeah, Pack-A-Sack makes some great hamburgers.
They do.
But I just want you to know, Pack-A-Sack kind of got me in trouble a couple of weeks ago. I went by there. I know it's deer corn season. I got my wife some. I took it home. She was not happy.
I used to make those burgers at the Pack-A-Sack. They were good burgers.
They are extremely good. And that's some great people down at Pack-A-Sack. If you get a chance, go down and meet Lisa and Copy. Outstanding people.
Hard to catch them. They're moving around a lot.
They are. They're involved in everything.
Nunez in a shotgun formation. Corona, the lone back behind him. There's the snap. Nunez pitches it back to Corona. Corona's rotating to his right. He throws it deep, and it is caught by Leo Del Torre.
Outstanding play. Both ends of the ball there. Corona took the ball. He rose to his right, buys some time. Del Torre gets behind the defensive back, and Jesse laces the ball probably 35 yards on the spot to Corona.
Great job.
He's going to be down at the 6-yard line. First and goal now.
Center T formation.
And we're going to have a whistle here. Stopping play.
Yeah, great job by Corona right there. I mean, he was on the move as well when he threw that pass, and doing it, making a pass that accurate, standing still with, getting ready is hard enough, but when you're on the move, it makes it exponentially harder. So great job for Corona.
Hounds will come to the line.
Nunez under center, T formation. It's going to be a sweep. They're going to give it to Corona. He's on the left outside. He jukes back inside, and he is getting the touchdown.
Heads up play there by Jesse Corona. He got the pitch, sweeps to the left. He got kicked out, and he just stopped, cut right back inside, and went in from 6 yards out. And, that brings to question, Jesse Corona, if he could do that enough, would opponents consider him the coronavirus?
Ooh.
He had enough room right there where they may have thought that.
Yanez's kick is up and good. Now, it wouldn't be the virus in Strawn because we'd be proud of him, but for everyone else, they'd be against him. So,
Now, is that a Pack-A-Sack touchdown there?
That's a Gordon Hardware touchdown because we're in the third quarter now.
All right.
So,
all right. That is a touchdown for Brandy.
And we're just going to kind of rotate through them, and we appreciate the sponsorship. And, I was trying to take this score off of here because it's not right anymore. There we go.
Hey, score here is 36-24. Newcastle on top, 7:39 to go here in the third.
Fell down. Can't find my ads. And we want to thank Trey's Construction. Where are they? There's Trey. Thank you, Trey, for sponsoring the Gordon's. Who are we? Not Gordon? I'm looking at Gordon Pat deal here.
You listen to me too long. Now
I
you're
know.
ready.
Strawn. We're at Strawn, and we've been at Strawn forever. So we thank you so much. Are you needing a metal building constructed? Look no further than Trey's Construction. They're fixing a kick, so we're going to turn Trey off, and we appreciate still. But I know
Greyhounds will kick it off. High kick. It's going to be deep fielded around the 19-yard line. And they're going to bring it out to about the 34 before he's brought down.
Julian Jimenez with that receive right there.
It's a nice kickoff return there. Good for Strawn. They stop him. They're going to force Newcastle. Now, here's the thing for the Greyhound defense. As we said before the game, one of the keys to the game, they have to avoid the big plays. They have to force Newcastle to give the ball up.
You cannot let anything get behind you.
Again, we're joined here in the press box by Julie Elrod. Julie's the mastermind of MicroplexNews.com.
blame it all on me.
Bobcats to the line, I formation at the 34. There's the snap pitch to the left side. They're going to get up to Isaac King, and Isaac will hurdle over one would-be tackler and find his way into Strawn territory, down to about the 36.
Great job by Isaac King.
Those leaping runs, Bob, and tell me if this is not true, that they look really great on film, but if you get hit in the air, that is really painful.
If you get hit in the air, let me tell you, you were regretting ever jumping.
Second and about 5 from the Greyhound 36. I formation. Quarterback will drop back, looking up, throws it up. He had a receiver open, and he missed him, overthrew him by a good 3 yards. And that's going to bring up third down now. And this is where Strawn wanted to. Their defense wants to force them into these third and long situations.
Gaden Turner was the intended receiver right there.
When you were playing here days here in Strawn, on 3rd and 6, what would the role of the defensive line be in this play? As in the end, you're trying not to get up too far, but you want to force everyone inside.
You are pushing the line up, and then you are making sure no one gets outside of you.
Running back gives it back to King, and King will make his way around the right side and deep into Strawn territory. He's going to be pushed out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Again, that might be one of those instances where the defensive ends came up a little too far, and then King just kind of darted between the end and the center and just scampered free for about 15 yards.
Yeah. Right there as the ends, you're pushing up. You never want to break containment. He put the pitch back there, and you know he has to throw it or run it. You'd rather him throw it than run it. So do not break containment and trust your defense.
1st and 15 now. Ball sitting right on the 15. So 1st and goal. There's the snap. Going to turn around, throws it up in the corner of the end zone, and it is over the head of the intended receiver. Strawn had pretty good pressure there on the quarterback. The Manuel Rivera coming from the left end got right in front of the quarterback's face and forced him to throw it maybe just a tad early.
Gaden Turner, the intended receiver on that as well. It looks like they just ran that same play like they just ran 2 plays ago. I think they were trying to go back to it, and if the quarterback puts the ball there, I think it's a touchdown for him.
They're going to come back in the I formation. An inside handoff quickly to Strawbridge, and Ty Strawbridge is going to fight his way down near the goal line. They pulled him down. Oh, he did roll out and into the end zone. Now they're going to roll him down at the 1. He got close.
Great. I mean, cannot take anything away from the man. He kept his feet up. He kept his feet moving, kept his balance, and about 3 strong defenders, unfortunately, didn't bring him down the first time.
Ty Strawbridge, a very good athlete. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 from the 1. Or 3rd and goal from the 1. Bobcats will come to the line. There's the pitch out to the outside, Isaac King, and he will roll into the end zone. Easy touchdown run. So with 5:55 to go here in the 3rd, Newcastle extends its lead to 42-24 with the extra point attempt to come. Not something that the Greyhounds wanted to see happen there. Strawn wants to force Newcastle to either punt or turn the ball over on downs. Strawbridge out to try the extra point attempt. There's the snap. The kick is up, and it is no good. Wide right. 42-24. We'll be back here momentarily with more Strawn High School football.
Yay! My. Okay, we kind of cut Trey's off. Let's go back to Trey's and finish up his ad. Look no further than Trey's Construction, serving Strawn in the surrounding area. Owner Trey Hodgkins is the metal building specialist with over 20 years of quality service. Give Trey a call at 817-999-5071 for your next metal building project. Thank you so much, guys. And let's go back to who hadn't been talked about very much. Everybody's been talked about a lot. I think TD's deer processing and taxidermy. Deer season's open. If you shoot something, take it over there and they will process it for you. Give them a call first, 254-413-3123, 940-452-1989. Call either one of those numbers and make arrangements to drop off your hopefully dead animal. So I don't think they want to wrestle it down or anything. So thank you to TD's Deer Processing and Taxidermy for
thanks to all of our
once again
sponsors.
sponsoring.
Ty Strawbridge ready for the kickoff. We got Jesse Corona for Strawn in the back, ready to receive.
Standing about his own 10-yard line.
Here comes the kick. It's an onside kick. There's the bounce. It is fielded by Strawn. Can't see the number just yet. By
David Yanez. And Yanez will bring it up to about the 36.
great grab by David Yanez right there.
What brings the question here, Bobby, is that, a lot of people know your wife. We just said earlier, she's from Newcastle. However, your wife's brother was actually a starting lineman here for the Strawn Greyhounds. So who did your in-laws cheer for when the games were going?
Well, of course, Strawn. We always win.
Greyhounds to the line, 1st and 15 from the 36.
Nunez under center, T formation. There's a pitch back to Corona. Corona is sacked in the backfield, about the Strawn 30. That'll bring about 2nd and 20.
Nice push up the field by the left defensive end. He just kind of pushed the Greyhound back into the backfield. Jesse got the pitch. The defender was right there with him the time he got it, pulled him down. Loss of about 5 on the play.
Strawn breaks the huddle. Nunez coming under center. Got an I formation. There's the pitch back to Michael Barcenas, and he is met directly in the backfield for about another loss of about 4 yards. 3 yards, looks like.
Bobcats doing a nice job penetrating the offensive line. Both of the last 2 plays, by the time the ball is getting to the running back, the defender's already there. Of course, I want to mention that Strawn will be at home again next week. They will face off against Forestburg. So a big game here for that for next week as well. And then they will close out the regular season on the road. And Julie told me who they were playing in.
Goldberg.
So maybe we can go to Bowie and find some gold. There's the snap. Nunez takes it, pitches it back to Corona. Corona throwing it deep. He's got a receiver downfield, and he just missed him over the head of De La Torre. Missed him by maybe a yard, down around the 15-yard line.
Newcastle is bringing a sigh of relief right now. The defender was beat. If the pass was just a little bit shorter, Strawn takes that, and they take it to the house.
Yeah, De La Torre would have found himself running for days down in the end zone.
That'll bring about 4th and 22, 23.
And again, I would not be surprised to see head coach Dwayne Lee going for it here. He is not a fan of giving up a down.
Nunez in the shotgun formation. Corona behind. Snap to Nunez. He pitches it back to Corona. The ball's bobbled. You got to get off. And Newcastle recover it.
Down
Sorry about that,
inside
people.
the 10. He
kinda-
probably got involved in watching.
Yeah, the ball. Nunez pitched the ball back, but it was bobbled by Corona, and he tried to recover it the best he could. It hit the ground, gave a weird bounce. Corona, props to him, tried to pick it up. You got to make a play happen. It's 4th down. You're going to lose the ball if you get on it. So Corona tries to make a play, but unfortunately, the ball did a weird bounce, and Newcastle recovers.
And I was watching as the play. When Nunez gave him the pitch hit him in the face mask. It bounced up on top of his helmet. It hit almost every part of his body but his hands before he could get to it. Bobcats quickly to the line. They line up in the tee. There's the play. Not much there. Strawn quickly there.
Bobcats almost caused their own turnover right there. Quarterback bobbled the ball right as it was snapped.
Lost back to the 9. 2nd down now for Newcastle.
Newcastle does not get any first down chances. They have to score a touchdown here. They are within 15 yards.
2nd goal from the 9. They're in the I formation. There's the snap. Going to drop back to pass. Heavy pressure. Nice play there by the Greyhounds. Number 55 for Strawn on that play. Keaton Tunnel. The quarterback never had a chance. He was backing up the whole time. Keaton Tunnel was breathing down his neck the whole time.
The moment Newcastle's quarterback turned his eyes, Keaton Tunnel was breathing right down his neck, and then strong-armed him for the tackle. Great job.
Yeah,
Great job for the
absolutely.
Strawn defense.
Keaton lining up there on the nose tackle position. He just stormed through the line. He's going to bring up 3rd and long. There's the pitch back to King. King breaks a tackle at the 20, and he will fight his way into the end zone. Familiar territory for Isaac King. And another touchdown for the Bobcats.
Kind of bobbled the camera on that one. Sorry.
That'll increase Newcastle's lead 48-24 with 3:03 to go. That was a nice play by Isaac King. They had him in a grasp about the 20-yard line. He broke free and then hit down the corner and dove into the end zone.
The snap, the kick is up, and it is good.
Ty Strawbridge with the extra point kick.
That'll bring the score to 48-24, Newcastle leading over Strawn with 3 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Lots of time left on that clock. Got a whole nother quarter to deal with this. So chances of a comeback are very
Hey,
good.
but that's not a Mills Diner touchdown.
No, it's nobody's touchdown. It's just they get to keep it in a.
Okay, I was
That's
just
it.
trying to sneak Mills Diner in
Well,
there
that's
for you.
fine. We can do a Mel's Diner. So there we are with Mel's Diner. So thank you, Mel's Diner. This is a place to go for Philadelphia cheesesteak subs. It's a tongue twister, but not really. Philadelphia cheese steak sub. I can't say that. Fried shrimp, a side dish of macaroni and shrimp salad. Those sound really yummy. So go by Mel's. Lots of good food there. I can't remember what it was. Coach down there said he liked so much, but
Well, it's
So-
not deer corn. I know that.
no, it's not deer corn. Oh, let me turn this off though. We sure don't want to have Mel's in the middle of the game there.
Newcastle now teeing it up from their own 30.
King set to be the kicker for the kickoff team. Corona in the back for the deep kick, standing about the 11-yard line.
Score is 50-24, 3:03 to go. I think if there's any time that we can turn the virus loose, it's now. There's a short kick going to bounce down around the 35, picked up by Michael Barcenas, and Barcenas will bring it back near midfield. Gets all the way to the 39 before he's brought down. Barcenas, a lot of speed. First and 15 from the Greyhound 39.
Yeah, Newcastle on their kickoff team has to be very careful. One broken tackle by Michael Barcenas, and he is gone for the races.
Yeah, it's one of the things I think six-man defenders don't get enough credit for because you have to be a very excellent tackler because if you miss, you're giving up a touchdown.
Nunez in the shotgun, pitch back to Corona. Corona's rolling. He's looking for someone. He tucks the ball. It's going right down the middle. breaks one tackle. Oh, he got shoelace tackled right about the 26. It looks like where the ref is going to mark him.
Heads up play there by Corona. Nice job. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, so he tucks it, sprints right up the field, gets exactly what he can, and now Strawn's in a good field position.
Almost breaks that tackle there. It looked like he broke that tackle, but that defender just grabbed him right by that shoe, and it fortunately caused him to fall.
1st and 15 from the 26-yard line.
Nunez in the shotgun formation. Corona behind, lone back. There's a snap to Nunez. Pitch back to Corona. Corona's rolling to his right. Designated run. Corona jukes back to the middle. He's still on his feet and gets tackled about the 23-yard line. About a gain of 4, looks like.
Mark it right at the 20. So a nice gain there by Corona. But you have to give a lot of credit there on that play. Della Torre with the block. He had lined up in the slot on the left side, came across, blocks the end, and that kind of springs Corona to get down for about 5-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd down now.
Nunez lines up under center, I formation. There's a snap. He hands it off to number 9, Jose Estrada, and he looks like he's brought down right at the line of scrimmage. About a 1-yard gain.
Not much there. That was one of those little quick handoffs. You're trying to catch the defense off unprepared. He ran into the nose guard there, and it kind of slowed him down. You'll give him a yard on the play.
Wise play by Strawn. Sometimes when you keep going outside, it'll catch the middle linebacker sleeping. Nunez lines up under center, I formation, snap. They give it. There's a pitch out to, can't see the tunnel, number 9, Jose Estrada.
That is a Tunnel.
Oh, I apologize. That is Kyler Tunnel.
And Kyler had a hard time getting a hold of it. The ball bounced, and he tried to pick it up again. He dropped it. It bounced again. He tried to pick it up, and this time that he'd run out of real estate, and he was out of bounds.
Unfortunately, picking up bounces like that are very difficult. But people who may not see, Kyler Tunnel is also wearing, looks like a cast on his left hand, so it makes it even harder for him to pick up bobbles like that.
And that's going to bring up a 4th and long now here for the Greyhounds.
Strawn's going to line up again in I formation. Nunez under center. There's the snap. There's a pitch back to Kyler Tunnel. Kyler Tunnel takes the ball, gets shoelace tackled right at.
And that's another one of those shoelace tackles that will a heartbreaker. He's going to come up about 2 yards short there. He had the right play. He had the right choice.
He made the right read. Unfortunately, the defender just got a shoe.
Yeah. Even the biggest guy can be brought down with the little pinky. 1:06 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Newcastle's going to take over. Ball sitting right on their own only 15-yard line. T formation. There's the pitch. They'll give it out to the left side. And a short gain there. Gain of about 5 on the play. That is King on that carry. Isaac King had a nice outing here tonight.
He's been on fire today. If Strawn's looking to stop someone, it has to be King.
And Ty Strawbridge comes into the game. He's the guy who really makes the Newcastle Bobcat offense work. He's the guy that the so-called straw that stirs the drink. But Isaac King has really carried the load here tonight.
30 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter.
Cats to the line, T formation. There's an inside handoff. They're going to give it to Strawbridge, and Strawbridge will fight his way near the 30. He's going to be brought down by number 5 for Strawn. That is David Yanez. He's had a solid game defensively. He had a couple of big tackles.
That'll be bring about 3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1. We are very well. That is the last play of the 3rd quarter. We head to the final 10 minutes of game here in Strawn, Texas. And we'll take advantage of this. We'll send it over to Julie. And Julie will tell us all the good news.
Well, we have lots of good news. We have all these great places. I was trying to tie these all together, and I was having trouble with it. Like, go get your health insurance because you really need to take care of yourself. And that would be through Janice Grice, insurance agent. And then you go over and have like a dinner at New York Hill Restaurant and enjoy dinner, breakfast, or lunch. And then Trace could build you a place. And if you need, with his metal building that he's really good at. And then you could go get a bank loan at First National Bank in Strawn to pay for that Trey will build you. And Mary's Cafe will then you can go by there and eat the next day. And Gordon Hardware will supply the materials that Trey needs to build that barn. So we've got everybody, and then Mel's Diner. So you've got places to eat while you're having your place constructed. Got
Yeah, well,
all these great places to go eat because your kitchen isn't ready yet.
Yeah, well, Trey be building that. He'd have to go somewhere to eat lunch. He could always go to Mel's.
So yeah, then we got. But so there's greater places to eat down in this area than I'm in Eastland, and there's not very many good places. They're all fast food, and so I really miss living down here amongst all these great restaurants.
Bobcats with the ball. There's a snap. You're going to throw it out into the left flash. That pass is going to be batted down. Nice defensive coverage there on the play by Corona. He chips that ball away from Strawbridge.
Great job, Strawn defense. But I got to question the play calling for the Newcastle. You're 3rd and 1. Your running backs have been making gains all day. Why don't you run the ball there?
That's going to bring up a 4th and 1 now. And this is what the Greyhounds need. They need something here to happen to get the ball back. Bobcats to the line. I formation. There's the snap, the pitch back. They're going to give to King, and he's going to go around the left side for a big gain into Strawn territory, all the way down to about the Greyhound 39-yard line before he's brought down by Corona. And that
King kind of limping off the field right now. Hopefully it's nothing too bad.
That'll bring up a 1st down, and more importantly, it keeps the clock running, and the clock is now not in Strawn's favor.
And if you're Newcastle, you want to control the clock as best as you can.
Newcastle to the line. 1st and 15 from the Strawn 39. I formation. There's the pitch back. They're going to give it to a little number. I can't see his number. He's going to go off the right side for a gain of about 10 yards. I believe that is number 36.
Yeah, 36. Gaden Turner.
Gaden Turner, a sophomore running back.
Oh, and I forgot 2 more. While you're getting your house built out on your land is where it is. So you need to go get your deer corn to fill your deer feeders out on your land, and then take your deer over to TD's that you shoot.
And Trey could build you a trough for that too, that deer corn. There's a pitch out to Strawbridge. The Strawbridge is going to be run out of bounds. Tyler Tunnell doing a great job there defensively, just stringing that play out. Ty got the pitch. He was going to try to cut around the left side, and then Tyler comes up, just pushes him, and he forces him to go out wide.
Great angles by the Strawn defense. It made Ty Strawbridge actually backstep a bit, and so they lose about 3 yards on that play.
Going to bring up 3rd and long here for Newcastle. Daniel Rivera lining up at the right end for the Greyhounds. There's the snap, pitch back. They give it to King. He's going to go around the left side, and he'll get a big gain down inside the 25.
King steps out of bounds about the 23-yard line.
That will be enough for a 1st down. Again, you have to tip your hat to Isaac King. He is taking advantage of everything that the Strawn defense is putting out there.
As I said yesterday with the Ranger game, when we were talking about the quarterbacks, quick feet and quick decisions. And King has quick feet, and he's been making quick decisions all game.
Newcastle back to the line. Here's the tee, the pitch back to King. And he is going to be pushed back by Yanez and scrambling away. He'll break a tackle. And he amazingly stays on his feet and work his way down inside the 5-yard line. Strawn had him wrapped up. Yanez had him wrapped up about the 35-yard line. He kept his balance, fought out of the tackle, and then scampers down the far sideline all the way into the 5 before he's upended.
Hey, he tripped a little bit there. That grass monster looked like it got King a little bit going down that field.
That grass monster is a tough man to get by.
It's happened to me. I understand.
It's going to ball at about the 2-yard line. We have a Newcastle going to come to the line. They're going to go in the T formation. Julian Jimenez will line up under center.
That's going to be
we're gonna
false
have a
start
penalty.
on Kenny Jones for Newcastle.
Yeah, Kenny with just a flinch there, and that's enough to to have the all the officials throw little yellow hankies at you. I'm not going to say that one time that when I was playing and during my days up with the Ranger Bulldogs, one time we were playing Eastland, and I'm going to tell you that on 3 straight plays I were called for holding, and it was amazing. Jimenez will bring him to the line. There's the snap. They'll get it back to Strawbridge. He's looking to throw it, lobs it out in the left flats, and it is going to be incomplete. Greyhounds had nice pressure there.
Intended receiver right there.
Nice pressure by the Greyhounds right up the middle. They got in Strawbridge's line of sight, and then he was just kind of trying to hit somebody out there.
Yeah, and I mean, kind of talking about earlier, I'm not saying it happened to me or how we were talking about the grass monster. I mean, I definitely didn't return like a 99-yard punt only to be tripped by the grass monster for about at the 1-yard line.
I'm thinking that you got tripped by the paint.
That wind or something. It must have been crazy.
Strawn back to the line. 2nd down now. There's snap the pitch out around the left side, and that is out to number 36 on the play. He cut down really nicely there by the Strawn defense.
Caden Turner
getting out. That cut his legs right out from under him. Nice job.
Great tackle by Strawn's defense.
Ball on the 5-yard line now. 3rd and goal from the 5. Of course, right around the corner now, basketball season coming up for the Greyhounds and Lady Hounds. 3rd and goal. There to the line quickly. There's the pitch to Isaac King, and Isaac King will go off the right end and fall into the end zone for a touchdown. I think maybe the grass monster might have hit his feet right about the goal line, because otherwise there was no reason for him to go in the grass. 6:34 to go here in the 4th. Newcastle extends their lead 56-24 with the extra point attempt to come. Strawbridge out here. There's the snap. Low snap gets away from the holder. Strawbridge picks it up and throws it in the end zone. And I'm not for sure that there wasn't a little magnetic resistance in the hands of the receiver there, because that thing popped out pretty quick. There was no one around him. He just dropped it.
Yeah, Tristan Clemens, the intended receiver, hits him right in the hands, and it just drops.
So we're with 6:34 to go in the 4th. Newcastle on top 56-24, and we will send it to Julian.
I'll turn my mic on. Okay, well, I have to put a pack of sack, so we'll do pack sack. The pack sack in Strawn is your one-stop spot for whatever you need: gas, diesel, groceries, deer, corn, hunting and fishing licenses, ice, snacks, and fountain drinks. The grill offers weekday lunch specials and menu items like a delicious cheeseburger or a quesadilla, along with those quick grab items like corn dogs, burritos, and Crispitos. I wonder how many of those they sell a day, because they sell a bunch.
Has to be a lot.
Who doesn't? And at night, they're great. So anyhow, go by the Greyhound Pack-a-Sack. Grab your gas, your deer corn, and your food.
I'm sure Pack-a-Sack's consumption of taquitos dropped
groceries
exponentially when Bobby moved to Eastland.
Ty Strawbridge on the kick, running back deep. And it is a quick pooch kick right down. Looks like an onside kick they were trying to do, but maybe kicked it way too hard.
Went out of bounds right around the 22-yard line. Strawn's going to take over. 1st and 15. Again, I want to mention that this is a young Strawn Greyhound program. They have only 5 seniors. So what they're learning now, they will be able to turn into better days ahead.
They'll only get better with time. As for
Hounds,
saying that, Newcastle only has one senior on their team.
Hounds come to the line, I formation. There's a handoff right up the middle to Barcenas. Not much there. He'd get up back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a half yard there on the gain.
Newcastle's only senior is Kyle Goins. Everyone else, junior and below.
Well, they are a very solid program. Nunez bring him to the line, I formation, pitch back. They're going to give it to Barcenas. He go around the left side, and Barcenas breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and he is gone. 10, 5, touchdown, Michael Barcenas.
Great.
Just what the Strawn Greyhounds needed. Michael Barcenas, I'm not sure that he doesn't have the Flash logo on his shirt underneath his uniform, but he should. There's plenty of speed there on that young man.
And there goes Clark, the Greyhound, running down the.
I really think, Bob, during your days, you should have tried out for Clark the Greyhound.
Oh,
Extra point attempt, no good. A bad snap there.
mhm.
Greyhounds quickly cover it up. And with 5:54 to go here in the fourth quarter, Newcastle leading 56-30. We'll be back here at Greyhound Stadium momentarily.
Start your day off right with breakfast at New York Hill Restaurant in Thurber. Family owned and operated for 3 generations, New York Hill Restaurant offers only the freshest ingredients. Open 7 days a week, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. New York Hill Restaurant, where you always get great food, great service, and a great view. Follow them on Facebook or visit them on the web at thurbernewyorkhill.com. Stop by there if you need a job. Apply in person. And real quick, we've got Janice Grice Insurance. Give her a call at go to janicecanhelp.com or give her a call at 940-213-1916 for your insurance needs. All right. Sorry. I don't get you. There you go.
Kick by Strawn, and it will go out of bounds. The Greyhounds trying to do that onside kick. Did not work quite as the way it was drawn up on paper. Went out of bounds. Newcastle will take over. Beautiful night here in Strawn, Texas. For those who have been watching or have watched Texas 6 on the cable channels, you are more than welcome to come down and enjoy all of our amenities here in the Strawn, Mingus, Gordon areas. And as Julie was always tell you, if you would like to help sponsor these broadcasts, please reach out to Julie Elrod at MicroplexNews.com. Or if you want to sponsor Tommy's Real Fun for Nothing, you're more than welcome to do that too. Newcastle taking over at midfield. They're in the I formation. There's the snap. Inside handoff to Strawbridge, and Ty will find his way down inside the 30. Ball pops free. Newcastle there to recover it. That's recovered by number 3. That is Tristan Clemens. Almost a break there for the Greyhounds.
It seems like both teams right now are kind of having trouble with holding on to the ball. I wonder if the field is somewhat wet. Maybe they ran the sprinklers a little something too much.
Not enough on the when Newcastle has the ball.
Yeah. I think they need to get some Vaseline, rub it on the ball secretly, right there.
Second and about 3 from the Greyhound 28-yard line. Newcastle quickly to the line. There's the snap. Jimenez gives it back to King. King will dump it out into the flats, gives it to Strawbridge, and Strawbridge will fight his way down around the 20 before 3 Greyhounds will grab him, introduce him to the sideline. Ball all the way to the 24. That's a first down. Of course, for those who don't know, Bobby, you recently had a young child, so you have future Greyhound in the making. Unless Cynthia says no and he goes to Newcastle.
No, he can't. He definitely can't go to Newcastle. Newcastle.
1st and 15 now. Bobcats in the eye. Jimenez takes a snap, pitch out, gives it to King. He'll go off the left end, and he's going to spin and wind his way down inside the 15-yard line. Brought down there by Nick Lynn and Manuel Rivera.
Great run by King on the play, but great tackle by the Strawn defense as well.
Yeah, a whole host of them are right around the ball. That shows you have a lot of hustle on the play. You can get beat, you can do what, but when the ball's there and you see 4 guys around you, that's a good sign for your defense.
Clock's running with 3:34 left in the game.
Score is 56-30. Newcastle leading over Strawn.
Bobcats quickly to the line. Again, they're in that I formation, one back behind Jimenez. There's the snap. And going to hand it off inside to Strawbridge, and Ty will work his way down around the 10. Down to the 5-yard line.
First and goal.
Brings up 1st and goal here for Newcastle. Bobcats taking their time between plays now, wanting to run as much time off of the clock as they possibly can. They're hustled to the line now. Jimenez settles in under center. There's the snap, pitch out to the left. They're going to give it to, looks like King. And King had done what he has done quite a few times here tonight, finds his way into the end zone. So a touchdown for the Newcastle Bobcats. 3:08 to go here in the 4th. They extend their lead 62-30. Strawbridge out to try the extra point attempt. There's the snap. The kick is up, and this one is true. 64-30. Newcastle on top. Newcastle only comes into this contest. They were picked by 4, according to sixmanfootball.com. They have looked very solid throughout this contest. Strawn, at this point, they can take what they've learned from here and head into next week against Forsberg and hopefully pull out a win here, pull one out against Goldsboro the week after, and head into the state playoffs as the number 2 seed here in District 8. Looking forward to a good game. We're going to send it over to Julie because I know she wants to pay some bills.
I punched something on here and it's made something happen different. I don't know how to make it go back. Oh, well. Now the score is all across the bottom. But it still works. All right. Let's see. Who hasn't, we've done TD's tier processing. We thank you, TDs, for sponsoring the games. As you can see, you can give them a call. Their hours are Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Call to drop off on Tuesday, Wednesdays, or Thursdays. So 254-413. And now I need to make that go away because I can't see that. Oh, I see what I did. Hang on a minute. We're good. Doom. There we go. But it's still in the way. Anyway, give them a call there.
Newcastle ready to kick off. High kick. And,
looked about to hit the, I don't know if it went the whole full 15.
I don't believe they did. Looked like it hit about 13, 14 yards down the field, but that was an extremely high kick. I'm not so sure that isn't one of those like a duck kick.
Yeah. You got to be careful catching those. If the ball's up there in the air like that, just call fair catch. You do not want to get a medicine ball on you.
Strawn will take over. Ball right at their own 38. While we got a break here in the action, I'll bring you a couple scores from through the area. Of course, Gordon winning at the half. It was 48-4. Also in the area, Rising Star defeats Paint Rock 50-0. And another big game going on in the area, Eastland and Maverick. Millsap up 28-14. Colorado City is actually defeating Winners 38-8. That would be the Wolves' first victory of the season.
Strawn
And of
comes
course, last
out.
night, Ranger falling to North Texas.
Nunez in the shotgun position. Snap to Nunez, pitch back to Corona. Corona's looking down the field. He's scrambling, rolling back to his left, tucking the ball in. He's heading back to his right and gets about to the 29-yard line.
All the way down to the 29-yard line. It was probably 50 yards of running to go 6 yards. Again, that is one of those Nintendo plays that you draw up and go, oh, watch this.
Yeah, you can definitely tell your old. Nobody says Nintendo anymore. It's all. You got at least update it to Xbox or
Yeah.
PlayStation.
Yeah, my older son's already back. He's going, oh, Dad, come on. We have a penalty on Strawn. It's going to be a holding call. We're going to back them up into Greyhound territory, back to the 34-yard line.
Very unfortunate for Strawn. Like I said, he probably ran 40 yards for those 3 or 4 yards, and now you're going to move back 10.
Yeah, and in the end, the official moved the ball more than anyone.
Yeah. Nunez in the shotgun position. Corona in the back. It's a snap to Nunez. Nunez pitches back to Corona. Corona's got time in the backfield. He throws it deep. It is picked off by Newcastle. He breaks one tackle. He has open field right now. He cuts it back. He is at the 20, gets tackled about the 23-yard line.
And here's a news flash for you.
Kenny Jones with the interception.
Nice return on the play. He's going to return it all the way back into the Strawn territory down to the 23-yard line.
I think Newcastle here, if they're smart, they just run the ball and let the clock run itself out.
2:33 to go here in the fourth quarter. Newcastle trying to put the final nail in the Greyhounds' coffin here. They'll line up. High formation. There's the snapped pitch back to number 36. He's going to be wrapped up by Strawn's number 5. David Yanez on the tackle. Number 36 carry. There was Gaden Turner. Gaden Turner will be brought down at the 20-yard line. We're going to have a timeout here in Strawn, Texas. We'll send it back to the station, and Julie will bring us up to date on some outstanding sponsors.
Yes, we do have outstanding sponsors. First National Bank of Strawn is one. I don't think I've said enough about them. You can't say enough about them. They're great. Go over there and let them take care of all your banking needs, be it a checking, savings, a loan, CD, whatever you need. Get over there and they will take care of you. The First National Bank is in downtown Strawn, proudly supports the Strawn Greyhounds. They are located at 123 Central Avenue. Contact them at 254-672-5211 or visit them on the web at fnbab.com and tell them thanks for sponsoring. They're always great at helping with the community things that are going on.
Absolutely. Some of the friendliest people you'll meet right down there at the bank, Ron.
Susan, she's something.
And you can go in there and you will see they must be the most spirited people when you go into the bank, because there is Strawn memorabilia and Strawn pride on exhibit everywhere you go.
And don't forget about that run in the morning. Everybody get up, drink your coffee down quick, and go run. 8 o'clock registration, 9 o'clock when the run starts in front of the school or the administration building.
Second down, Newcastle hands it off. Going to go around the right side. That is Strawbridge, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. We do have some flag.
Looks like face mask on the defense is being called. So that'll be a face mask on Strawn.
That'll be half the distance to the goal. So the ball down around the 10.5-yard line. That'll move it down around the 5, and that'll give them a first down.
2:13 left in the game.
2:13.
Newcastle's leading 64-30.
And looking to add some points on here. Bobcats quickly to the line. There's snap. Handoff inside to Ty Strawbridge, and Ty will dance his way across the goal line in for the touchdown. And Newcastle extends their lead to 70-30. 2:08 to go here in the fourth. New kicker on to try extra point here.
Looks
That
like
is
King.
King. Snap back. King's kick is up and blocked right at the line of scrimmage by the Greyhounds. 2:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. Newcastle on top 70-30. And we'll send it over to Julie.
All right, Mary's Cafe. Right there in downtown Strawn, known for their chicken fried steak and gravy. World famous. They also have other things, like my favorite is the cheese enchilada dinner. It's great.
One time I went to Mary's, and you're talking about their world famous chicken fry. I went in weighing 157. I came out at 257. That's how huge that thing was.
They are big, I'll say that. But Mary's wants to give a shout out to her grandson, Nick Lynn. So proud of him playing on the Strawn Greyhound finally at the high school level. She's always wanting me to do the junior high and stuff back when he was there.
Yeah, it's the support that the Strawn Athletics receives from the people, the community here is impressive. Newcastle to kick off. There's the kick, the line drive. It's going to roll down around the 20. It'll go out of bounds, and the Greyhounds will take over. We have 2:08 to go here in the contest. Greyhounds trying to get something positive going into next week. Should be an interesting game with Forestburg coming here. One of those teams that you don't normally see in our area. And now that we're in the district with them, we'll see them for 2 years at least. I'm not for sure during yours or Bubba's career that y'all played Forestburg.
Not that I know of. Strawn breaks the huddle. They're coming to the line. Nunez in a shotgun formation. Corona the lone back. The snap to Nunez, pitches back to Corona. Corona throws it deep.
And the receiver, and the receiver went to the right. The ball went to the left. Is intended there for Nick Lynn. Plenty of arm there by Jesse Corona, though.
The intended receiver was Robert Freeman.
Nick Lynn is number 13. I made that mistake earlier, and I was corrected.
Wasn't he number 1 earlier?
No, they changed. He's a different jersey.
No.
Strawn to the line.
Well, I don't mean today.
Nunez
Earlier.
in a shotgun. Corona in the back. There's a snap to Nunez. He throws it back to Corona. And it is, oh my gosh, what a play. It is bounced off of 34, Justin Patton. And
Down to the 36-yard line.
sorry, I don't know who actually picked
that.
That
Was Nick Lynn.
13. Yeah.
It went off the hands of Justin Patton, popped in the air right into the arms of a running Nick Lynn. Never broke stride, and now he's down. They're down to the 36-yard line of the Bobcats.
The minute 30 left in the fourth quarter.
I'm not sure that Dwayne has that in the playbook, but I'm sure he will add that.
Add it if it's not. Nunez, shotgun snap, pitch back to Corona. Corona's rolling to his left. He's looking to run. He cuts back to the middle of the field. He's got open room, and that'll be a touchdown. Strawn
Jesse
Greyhounds.
Corona around the left side, cuts it back to the right, and the virus was out all the way to the end zone. 1:14 to go. Jesse Corona pulls Newcastle pulls Strawn to within 70-36. That is the play that Jesse Corona been looking for, and Strawn, the offense, been looking for all night. He got outside, got that block, turned it up, and all the way in.
Comes the extra point. There's a snap. Here's the hold. The kick is blocked by Newcastle.
A low line drive kick there by Jose Estrada. He had plenty. He had the power to get it there. It was just low. And, if you're one of those linemen, you want to be sure that you got your low, because if you don't, you're going to have a headache from the backside.
You do not want to get kicked in the back of the head with the football.
Got 1 minute and 14 seconds left in this game, and 36-70. And we have all these wonderful sponsors that we want to thank. We got Mel's Diner, which has great things going on there besides their great food. So give them a call or go by there or look them up on Facebook. Find out what all's going on at Mel's Diner. That's in Mingus.
With chair yoga.
With chair yoga. Yeah. That was kind of I think a new thing at the time.
Strawn lines up for the onside kick.
5 players to the right, that's hugging the line of scrimmage. There's the kick, and there's the bounce that they wanted, and it's not quite going to go 15 yards. It's going to close, but roll out of bounds about 14 3/4 yards.
Very unfortunate. Good play on Newcastle defenders, though, not to move up and not to touch the ball.
1:14 to go here in the contest. Newcastle will take over. I would not be surprised to see Newcastle just line up in the victory formation, take a knee, and let the clock run.
Fortunately, I'm still hoping Strawn comes with this comeback, even with 1 minute, even though, 99% sure it won't happen. Yeah, I don't want to tell my wife Newcastle beat Strawn.
Well, I think that they look at the bright side. You can go home and have supper.
Yeah. The Whitecaps has a play on hold for a second. Looks like he's conferring with the other referee.
Again, we'll remind everyone that Strawn will be here at home next week. They'll play Forestburg. Game will be on tap for 7:30 p.m. If you have not had the opportunity to come out and enjoy Greyhound football and the fantastic football atmosphere that is in this area, you need to come out and catch it.
We may actually have some football weather next Friday. It's the cold front's coming in, and that's why I'm going swimming tomorrow. It's going to be 90, and my pool's going to be over 75 degrees, I hope, because I'm getting in one more time.
Penalty there against Newcastle cost them 5 yards. Oh, it's going to get Strawn. It's going to call.
I think it was they forgot to add the actual yards when Strawn touched the ball before Newcastle on the onside kick.
So that'll set the ball up at midfield. There's the snap. They're going to give the pitch back. Their new back in there, number 2 for Newcastle. That is Osvaldo Pacheco, and he is brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Keaton Tunnel and Nick Lynn on the tackle right there.
Nice play by the defense there. Newcastle fooled no one with that play. And they're going to have a timeout here, and we'll send it to Julie, and we'll let her tell us all about our sponsors.
We have sponsors, and we enjoy having them. And it's Gordon Hardware, Mary's Cafe, First National Bank in Strawn, Mel's Diner in Mingus, Greyhound Packasack in Strawn, Trey's Construction, New York Hill Restaurant at Thurber, and Janice Grice Insurance Agent, and TD's Deer Processing. Deer season's happening, so keep TDs in mind.
So head over to Packasack, get you some deer corn, go bag a deer, and take it to TD's.
Don't put it in a trough. The hogs will eat it. You got to put it in a feeder.
Well, TD's will take hogs too, I'm sure.
Nobody wants to feed hogs.
And they're in the victory formation. Man, Jimenez will take a knee. And with 58 seconds to go, we'll have another play, and that will wind it up here in Strawn, Texas. The Newcastle Bobcats are going to sneak out of Greyhound Stadium with a 70-36 victory. It marks the second consecutive win by the Bobcats over Strawn. As you remember, we talked earlier, the last time these two teams played was in 2013, and Newcastle took a 64-62 victory. Now, the year before, Bobby's senior year, y'all had played, beat them 52-42 in the state quarterfinals. And, of course, that year you went on to play Richland Springs in the state semifinals. And there's a kneel by Jimenez, and that will do it here from Strawn, Texas. We appreciate everyone joining us here on the broadcast. And we also want to thank Julie Elrod for manning the computer and all of the buttons and whistles and all of that. We also want to thank Mr. Greyhound, Bobby Wells, for joining us here on the broadcast.
And I want to thank both of y'all for doing this.
And we have a fun time. And
it is fun.
We get on here and you just let me talk. And oh my God, I'm so good at that,
Yeah.
Well, and I rein you in when I need to. So
yeah, she tells me shut up.
I try to be constructive as I can to both teams, but like I'm a diehard Strawn fan, so I really just want to give all the props to the Strawn, but can't be biased. So
in
much.
this instance, you have to tip your hat to the Newcastle Bobcats. They came out and did exactly what they had to do. We talked before the game. The Strawn had to, one, take care of the ball. We turned the ball over a few times, had a little bit of struggles hanging on to it. We also said that the Strawn defense had to minimize the number of big plays. Well, King had plenty of big plays. And with those two things, Newcastle, you just have to give them credit. They did what they had to do to walk out of here with a win. Now, on the side for Strawn, you can take this. This is a very young Strawn football team. They lost all 6 starters from last year's squad. Everyone knows that. And you do not build a team that is competitive overnight. It is done in increments, and you can see that the players have improved since week 1. They've improved since week 2. Now we're here in week 8. This is a much better team than was started, and they're going to get better.
And no one's doubting that Strawn.
Wait, I want to just a second. Watching that just really thrills me every week. It's like with all the turmoil that goes on and the fights you hear about at other games and all the people acting crazy, to see both teams get together there in the middle of the field is great.
I think the educational thing of that is important because you can have 2 teams get together and they can now make crop circles.
Yeah, you get a lot of frustration and a lot of emotions running up on the field. But at the end of the day, you got to remember it's just a game, and when you go home, just forget about it. I mean, don't forget about it. I mean, come practice and come ready to improve. But at the end of the day, it's just a game.
And we will move on to the next game and be Forestburg next week. Again, Strawn showing a lot of improvement. You have
they got a lot of young talent, and a year or 2 from now, probably state contenders if I had to take a guess.
Manuel Rivera, very solid player. Nick Lynn, another solid player. You look down the line, you got a whole bunch of – they have talent. They just got to get the experience to go for it. And I think that's going to happen, and I think Coach Lee is one of those guys. He stresses the fundamentals every day, and so things will happen. Things will improve.
See, they're lucky they didn't win. Strawn didn't win because look what they have to do when they win.
If you win – Bobby, y'all won a lot in y'all's day. I think that we figured it up the other day. Y'all had like 42 wins in your 4-year varsity career. How often did y'all have to run after a game?
Pretty often.
Yeah.
Pretty often.
Pretty often, yes. If someone misses a block, you're running.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to blame anyone, but there's this guy who has initials. His name was Aaron Doyle. He missed a lot of blocks, and we did a lot of running, right?
Aaron's Doyle, one of my best friends. I can't ever badmouth the guy. Love that man.
He is an outstanding guy. We do love Aaron Doyle. We love all the Doyles, and we just have to give him a hard time because and Cole Abbott. If you can't give Cole Abbott a hard time, something's wrong.
Well, thank y'all for listening in, and we'll see you here, same place next week.
God bless and good night, everyone.
Good night.